Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner. I need to turn off my BGM. Yo, how are we doing this morning? Can you hear me? Yes, very good. Very good. And how are we doing this fine Texas morning? Howdy, partners. Yardners? How are we? Wait, I don't have chat up. Oh no, I was busy getting the music set up. Hold on. I can't see anything. Give me a second. Give me 2 minutes. Boom, boom. Welcome once again, cats and kittens, chats and shittens, cat husbands alike, to the Wild West. We're back, better than ever. We are back and better than ever. OMG. Let me get my... We get this out there. Oh, who the fuck is sick behind you? It's that guy. He's coughing up a storm. A dust storm. Hello. Okay, I've got everybody. I know, he's really obnoxious. Also, he turned around. He was facing the other way a minute ago. The Wild West is the southern central of the continental United States. Okay, well, it was west at the time that it was wild. That's why. Yo, Alex, thank you so much for the 5 gifted member. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Today, we are going on a journey in the Wild West to get away from this man who keeps coughing. To get away from this freaking guy who keeps coughing up a storm. Guy, this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, partner. I actually forgot to put my gun on my model. Speaking of, I hope you really enjoy. I hope you enjoy Shiro's Wild West outfit. I finally ponied up and got myself a cute outfit for my one true passion, which is Wild West streams, clearly. As you can see. Yo, Helios, thank you so much. Thank you both. Thank you, Helios, for 5 gifted member. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's a great outfit. Thank you very much. It's showing a lot of skin, but it is hot in the Wild West, so I'll give it a pass this one time. Just this one time. Turn her into an Uma and her name is the cat's pajamas. No! Still looking adorable today. I'm not a horse, I'm a cat. I'm gonna ride a horse. Okay, whoa, I just totally saw a fox like go that way. Here's a quick look at our surroundings here, which I think you'll find fascinating. There's a vulture over there. I don't know. You see him? There he is. Look, he's circling. Who died? Alright, we have a beautiful selection of horses to choose from today. We have Palomino, white, gray, brown, and white again. I think we should choose, the Palomino horse. I feel, hello? Yes, what can I do for you? I think he's trying to pick a fight. Yeah, that'll teach him. Fox friend. No, that's not a friend. He was clearly antagonizing me. Yeah, that's right. Leave. Get out of here. Nobody wants you anyway. I taught him a lesson. Just like I shoulda. Yeah, that's how you do it in the Wild West. When some guy comes up to you and tries to pick a fight with you, you just show him who's boss, okay? You show him who's boss. Is the background music too loud? Are we good? Are we good on background music? Let's see. I feel like it's a bit too loud for me personally. There we go. It's less distracting. There you go. Only one feline. Wait, are foxes feline? Is that true? I feel like I don't know if that's true. Isaac Clark, thank you so much for 5 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. That's a coyote. What? That can't be. That's not a coyote. Wait, actually, that makes sense. There are not foxes in Texas, are there? That's true. I just realized you're probably right. That's probably not a fox. That's probably a coyote. Oh. Oh. Wait, that makes sense. Obi, thank you as well. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. All right, everybody, settle down. Settle down. That's the most that matters to their mammals. All right, fair enough. Friend? That's not a friend. That guy is our enemy. Don't be making friends with the enemies. What are you doing? That's crazy. Okay, wow. They're Vulpes? What's a Vulpes? Why are we pissing on them? I don't feel like that's normal. Yeah, that's right. Don't make me teach you another lesson, mister. Okay, we've got more horses over here. Oh, there is a dead creature here. Look. What? Hey! Look at this guy. And kick. What are you doing? Get out of here. This is my meal. That's mine. He's eating my food. That's supposed to be mine. Yo, get out of here. You didn't have enough, did you? You didn't have enough, did you? You want some more? That's right. Scared him off. Alright. Don't worry, guys. Now we can eat our food in peace. This must be what the vulture is hanging out over. I didn't want to share, okay. You want round 2? Was that the same guy? I think it was the same guy, too. Alright, well, I originally came over here to look at the other horses here. We need to see what the offerings are. Boy, I like this guy. Look at his face. He looks very friendly. See, he likes me too. Oh my gosh, we have to choose this one. Okay, we're coming back, but I want to explore this town a little bit first. This guy seems nice too. Hello, mister. Hello. Oh, look, and this is another palmy. I like the way, look at this one. His nose is brown. That's kind of cute. Hello. Aw, he's a good boy. There we go. Fox and coyotes are dogs. That's why they're my mortal enemies. That's how you know that they're bad. My mortal enemies as part of the feline family. Are there really cactuses in Texas? Is that true? Can somebody from Texas? Whoa, that's the sheriff's office. That's me. I am ShiroNekoNya. All right, let's go to our office. It's locked. Because it's Sunday. And everybody knows that the sheriff is off of work on Sunday. As all towns would, good towns would give their sheriff the time off. Clearly. Don't worry. Oh my gosh, there's a town hanging post. It's next to the church. That seems accurate? Question mark? I've never seen a cat fight a coyote. Well, now you have. You ever seen a cat fight a coyote? No? Now you have. Look, we can hang some criminals. All right, which one of you would like to be hung? Is that the of a Wendigo? I don't know, probably. Yeah, what kind of, maybe it's a pronghorn? Are there pronghorn in Texas? I feel like there should be pronghorn in Texas. The cutest sheriff in the West. That's right. I'm ShiroNekoNya, the cutest sheriff in the West. And that's why they call me ShiroNekoNya. I'll help hang mod. Oh, one of my mods is one of my mods is volunteering to get hung for the good of the order. Wow, I'm so excited. Okay, well, we'll make sure to hang you later. I'm very excited about that. The other mod is volunteering to help hang him. Wow, I just love how helpful and good at keeping peace in this town you are, OB. Incredible. Getting to hang out with the catwife? Yeah, that's what you guys get to do. Unfortunately, one of us has to die. And it's not me, so that would defeat the purpose. All right, well, I think my exploration has yielded some very important information. We can hang moth later. Very good, I like that. Hey, don't make me beat you up again. Okay. That guy's really got it coming, I swear. He's really got it coming. I'm gonna beat that man. Yeah, what is this? Do you think this is a Wendigo? It seems likely. I feel like it would be a pronghorn, but I don't think these. Yeah, I don't think these horns are right for a pronghorn, so I think it's probably gotta be something else. Do you need an oven in Texas, or did you just leave it out in the sun? You just leave it out in the sun. That's what all the Texans tell me. I'm not from Texas personally, but you know, here we are. Okay. Perfect. Oh wait, just kidding. Hold on. I forgot, I think I have to be sitting first. Come with me. Alright, we are going on a tour of the Wild West. Let's start this baby up. Do you need a key for these? Do you need a key for one of these? Alright. I have appropriately I think. Where should I put you so you can see the best? That sounds good. There are stories of them. The Wendigo is silly. Wonder why a Wendigo would wander into Texas. Do they not originally belong in Texas? I don't know anything about Wendigos. Oh, okay. I don't know how to... Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I lost access to my horse. How do I fix it? Don't forget to add fuel to your horse. Okay. Got it. I don't actually know how to ride horses, clearly. We're switching gears. Let's... Okay, let's try this guy instead. The other one didn't seem right. I feel like well, just don't think about it too hard, probably. How does it work? Okay. Oh! Got it! Wait, I need... How do I put you... where do I put you to make you see that I'm on a horse? I don't know. Okay, this seems good. Probably. Whoa! This is very scary. Being on a horse is kind of tall. Whoa, this is crazy. Wow, I'm so tall. Whoa. This is wild. Ooh. Wait, I feel like I kind of need... Approaching a horse you don't know from behind isn't a good idea. Okay, got it. I will never approach a horse from behind. From the behind. So you should approach them from the front? What if they bite you? What happens then? So, where should we go? I guess we should go to our right. It seems like this is the way. Do you think we can Skyrim this? Are we going to go from the Appalachians? The Appalachians? Click at them twice and give a soft nudge with your feet? Oh, really? Like that? That seems right. Ooh. Wow, this is neat. Ooh, let me give you a view. You're too far away now. How do I wish I could show you where we're going a little better. There we go. Wow, this is neat. Wait. Ooh! Okay. Oh wait, you don't twist it. You do this. Try to do a barrel roll? Okay, how do we do a barrel? Can I make him jump? No. Better a bite than a kick, really? But horses' mouths are so big. Wouldn't they take a really big chunk out of you? I feel like they would. I feel like they really would. This is so interesting. I feel so tall. Wow. What do you do while you're touring the Grand Canyon of Texas? Wait, come here. What are you supposed to do while you take a horseback riding tour? Is just like on the road for an interesting view? Maybe we can find a cave and go mining for gold and diamonds out here. What do you do in Texas? What do you find out in the wilderness of Texas? Do you think we'll find some bandits? We could probably find some bandits and teach them who's boss, just like we did with that coyote. You look for criminals! That was exactly what I was thinking. That is exactly what I was thinking. We'll go find some criminals! A kick would break bones, really? I guess I haven't really, thought about how strong horses are. Are they really that strong? Did you know that there are horses that are, giant, though? I guess maybe some of the bigger horses especially. I haven't seen a horse in a while. You eat canned beans by the fire? Okay, let's go find a campfire and we could go eat some canned beans. Let's find a nice overlook. I wonder if we could get up on the top of some of these mesas. They're called mesas, right? Or are they called bluffs? What's the difference? Is Rango also there? Who's Rango? Who's Rango? Just climb this would mean climbing the wall with a horse. Yeah, let's do it. Can you sell this horse for an Uma? No. Umas are much more expensive than a normal horse, I feel like. I think. That sounds true. Wow, look at how big this guy is. That's a really big cactus. So tall. What the hell? Here, let's get you guys a little bit of even more. Wow, now you can really see. Okay, let's go. Every time I've traveled across this, deer have run out in the way. Wait, are there deer in Texas and not just pronghorn? I never lived in Texas, but I did live in Wyoming, which is like a little bit different. I feel like I'm headed towards the edge of the map. Yeah, like a draft horse. Yeah, I was really obsessed with horses for a while when I was little, when I was a kitten. You know, I definitely had like a horse phase. I had a horse girl phase. I can admit it. I had a horse girl phase. I was obsessed with Shire horses. The big ones with the hair on their feet. They're so pretty. I think they're so pretty. Chili and biscuits, corn butter, cowboy and cowgirl favorite. You know what I did right before stream, before we came to the Wild West? Okay, guess what I did? Guess. I bet you can't guess. Okay, you gotta guess though. Come on, give me some guesses. Wait, I just realized I understand. Yo, homo lobster. Not homo lobster. Hold on, I need to make it to where I don't click on this. Click, button, click. Okay, I think I got it. Now I can't click on it. Perfect. Home lobster. Thank you for thank you for becoming a part of the cool cats. We're going up a hill right now. You got deer in Texas, really? I didn't know that. In Wyoming, they have deer. Oh, you know what? In Wyoming, they have deer. Wait, are deer native to like the entire continental U.S.? That sounds right. We're going up a really big hill. I'm kind of scared, actually, of this hill. This hill is kind of scary. I'm afraid we're going to fall through the map, which would also be a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. Hello, Shiro. Welcome in, Lethal. Welcome in. You made some food of the chili party. How did you know? Are you watching me? What the hell? What the hell are you in my walls? Is in Texas currently snow? I don't think it is. Does it snow in Texas? Does it snow in Texas? I feel like it snows very rarely in Texas, right? But we're in the Grand Canyon, so I don't know if it ever snows in the Grand Canyon. I did, though. I did make chili. Can you believe that? I guess I've been really feeling in the Wild West mood. But I did make chili. It's, you know what? I didn't have an onion, though. Whoa, this is scary. I didn't have an onion though, so after stream I'm gonna go buy an onion, but I did make chili. I'm very excited to eat it. You know what I put in my chili recently, which was really good? Whoa, the music is pumping up. Are we about to get into a fight? Holy crap. Is it true that Texas people use horses like taxis? That's what I heard. I also heard you don't need a key for horses. Oh, we're stuck on a wall. Okay. The Skyriming is not working as intended. Oh my god. We're going down. Okay, we're fine. That was a little bit scary. It's a warm winter snowstorm this year, but the panhandle in East Texas might be different. Alright, yeah. That makes sense. I wanted to get up on top of these mesas, but I don't know if we can. Also, how are you doing, ShiroNekoNya? I hope you had a great day. I'm having a good day. How are you? We're in the Wild West, in the country of the US of A in America. What? Keyless horses? I know, you don't even need a key to start them up. They're button push. Oh my god, we're going down a hill. I don't like it. Okay, listen, we went up this hill, and that was fine and not so bad. We're now going down the hill, and I'm gonna be so for real, it's very scary. Here, look at what I'm looking at. Take a peek here. This is very scary, okay? Okay, well, it's not scary now, but it was scary a minute ago. I feel like I'm being I feel like this doesn't. Okay, this isn't proving my point. It was scary. It was scary. Okay. I can absolutely. Let's see. There we go. Pretty good. I can assure you, it was terrifying a moment ago. Okay. Dangerous. I'm trying not to fall. I have yet to be dismounted, so I think we're doing okay. If you're about to get into a showdown against outlaws in this game, where is the revolver or your pump action? Unfortunately, I left my revolver at home. I wasn't prepared. I didn't think I'd be going up against outlaws today. So now here we are, and I'm a little bit worried. I'm not gonna lie. Average Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay. You know, I've never played that game, but my sister really likes it. I don't really know if I'd ever play. I really want to play The Witcher, though, for sure. Wait a second. I spot something in the distance. I'm looking at something. Take a look at this. Look up, Can you see that? Wait, no, it's kind of zoomed out. Hold on. Whoa. Look at that over there. I think there's a village. I think there's a village out there. Whoa. Look at that. We should go over there. We should definitely go over there. I think we need to figure out what that's about immediately. Did you go in a circle? No, I had to backtrack because I got scared of the hills. They were scary, okay? Does an AR-15 stand an issue? That sounds true. I want to get up. Whoa, there's a really big, like, arch thing over here, too. We should go over there, too. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to see. Also, this music is it's really exciting. I see stuff. Oh my gosh, I think I see a wagon, like a wagon thingy. Let's go look at that, too. Wow, there's so much to see. I didn't think there'd be anything out here, I'm gonna be honest. There's like some sort of village over there up on the hill. What is it? It's like, what is that? I wonder how we get up there. I want to go over there, too. I wonder if all these places are explorable. This is really neat. I've never been into one of these VR chat worlds where you can go riding in, like, these big maps. This is very cool, though. I'm enjoying it. I wonder if there's a pathway to get up there. I'll be your Huckleberry. Oh my god. Overwatch player spotted in chat. Holy shit, is that Black Mesa? Is Black Mesa in Texas? This looks like a place where you get ambushed by outlaws in a massive gunfight. I'm curious. That sounds like it's possible and true. Use your raw power and agility. No, I got scared. No, I got scared. Dismounted. Yeah, I've yet to be... Oops. I've yet to be thrown from my horse, which I feel like is pretty good. I mean, like, for a first-time rider, after all. Did anybody warn you about mountain lions? Are there mountain lions in Texas? That's crazy. There are mountain lions in Texas? Really? Well, I wasn't expecting that. That's a quote from Tombstone? Oh, just, well, I've only ever heard it from Overwatch. I feel like you're fibbing. Whoa! I see some sort of, oh, I think it's at the old church out in the distance. I see an old church out in the distance. I wonder if there are things we could scavenge from it. I'm starting to get hungry. I wonder if they've got any snacks up here. Ooh! What? There's a guy here! What the heck? I don't know how to get off my horse. I feel like this is a little bit... Oh my god, there's also another coyote! We're gonna have to teach him who's boss again. I can already feel it. He's got beer! I think he's got beer! Woo! Very successful. Very successful ride to this adorable campsite. Here, wait, let me show you what's up. Look at all this. There's a guy, I think he's got... Oh wait, no, he doesn't have beer. No, he does have beer! Hello, mister. Look at this man. Hello, mister. You mind sharing some of your vittles with me? Oh my god, he's got the 100-yard stare right now. What the hell? What's going on here? Look at that. He's just staring like crazy. Can I have some of your beer? Oh, I can't pick it up. That's so sad. What about the guitar? I can play the guitar. Okay. And we've got like bedrolls underneath us here. You see? Oh wait, there's a campfire. There is victuals to be had. Wow. All right, let me play you a song while we sit by the campfire. There's the victuals. He's a hobo. You think he's a hobo? Really? I don't know. Could be, I suppose. What's up with this? What is this? Is this a button? Seat collider. No seat collider. Good. Okay. Perfect. I don't know how this works. Oh, what? I can't actually play it. Ding 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 ding. Okay. Ding 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 ding. It's so big. Ding 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 ding. Perfect. All right, there you go. I've serenaded you. I don't know any guitar songs actually. What do we could turn it into night. Wow. It's very dark. The fire does not turn on in the dark. I thought we would have some fire. It's not very, there is no fire. Ooh. Wood to the steam. Okay. Wait. Ooh, wait, you can't talk about. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Let's, yeah, we should loot. Let's go looting. Okay, what's in here? We got sacks of flour. There's nothing that Uh-oh. Oh, okay, don't go in there. That's bad. We got some sacks of flour in this one. That's not very interesting, though. How about in here? We got blankets and pillows. I guess I could sell those, maybe. Your whiskers are glow in the dark. It's one of my many talents. It's because I'm radioactive. Did you know that? This one just got more pillows in it. I wonder if in the Wild West there really was. Ooh. Cheers. I almost said matey, but that's not right. Partner? Cheers, partner. Incredible. Oh, my horse liked that. Did you hear him in the background? This is neat. I like it. Okay, so off in the distance, you can see maybe there is, it looks like there's a church. There's a broken down old house. I think we have to explore both of those. Should we do it during the nighttime or should we wait until morning? Channel Kitty, yeah. I'm actually radioactive. It's a fun fact about me you might not know. You may not know, but yeah, it's true. Another reason why you shouldn't eat me, it would be very, not very tasty. And it might give you radiation poisoning, so... Your government experiment? I can't, no, decline to comment. This calls for another beer. Let's go. Yeah, we should do it at night with the risk. Okay, all right. With the risk, let's do it. Hi, Shiro. Welcome in, Phoenix Dragon. Nighttime is the best time to look for ghosts. That's true. All right. Let's do it. Wait, I think I see something buried here. What could it be? Is this a treasure chest? It looks like a treasure chest. Ooh. It's empty, though. So I guess there's nothing in that one. Oh, wait, I should go get my horse, probably. That would probably be a lot faster than just my little legs can carry us. That does look like it's kind of far away. Maybe a mile? Exploring in the dark. We're gonna find ghosts, apparently. Whoa! Is it cold enough for that? I think I just heard coyotes or wolves. Look, my horse's breath is coming out. It must be really chilly. I don't have any warmer outfits, so all right, let's go find some ghosts. Boop. Alrighty. deserts get real cold at night? Really? I didn't know that. Well, maybe I knew that, but I didn't think about it. What the heck? For a second, I thought that the stars in the sky, they looked a little bit strange. They were kind of freaking me out. It's the dogs from Doom! No! Don't say that! Oh my god. Ghost for sure, I'm right here. We need other ghosts. You're not a dangerous ghost. I'm here to find the ghosts of the Texas desert. I think I see a... Do I see a cave? Holy moly. Wait, I wanna go see a cave. I wanna go into a cave. Well, that sounds really fun. There's a huge archway over to our right, too. That would be fun to go look in. Oh, it wasn't a cave, just a trick of the light. Whoa, but there's so many, like, old broken down houses. I wonder if we'll find anything interesting in here. Oh, that's the old town. That's the town we came from. Wait, there's a lake over here. Whoa. Whoa, there's like a river. Shall we lead our horse to water and see if it drinks? What do we do with this? This is crazy. Wow. Here, wait. Let me show you what we're looking at. Look at all that. Wow. Interesting. I see another coyote over there. Should we go pick a fight with him? Seems like something we should do, probably. There we go. Alright. Interesting. There's also some sort of fence over here. Wow, there's a lot to see. I kind of wish that I had waited till morning, though, not gonna lie. If it drinks, that would be cool. Well, you know what they say. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. There's a fence here. And a house. Huh. Interesting. Are we not supposed to go in there? Whoa, this is like, now we're headed back to the main town. I see. Very interesting. Ooh. We could try to find our way up onto the Mesa village that is up there. I don't know if we could. I don't know if there's anything to see up there. It would be very interesting to know, though. I really want to get on top of these big mesas, though. Hop in the water, dog. No, not at night. What if there's something creepy in there? Uh-oh. I hear the terrifying noise of my greatest enemies. Dogs! Gotta sleep, have a dandy stream. Thank you for the biddies, Isaac. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please have a good rest of your night. Sleep well, sleep well. Let's see. The reason that the deserts are so hot is because of the sand reflecting the sun. Wait, is that true? Is that why it is? Is it also, like, I know that, like, the climate of deserts is kind of specific, right? Like, there's no rain. There's very little precipitation. Does that, like, play a part in the... That plays a part into why it's so dry, right? I think. Or no? But I'm a dog. I'm afraid that we're enemies forever. We're the most extremely terrible enemies. I want it to be day now. I'm scared of this night. It's kind of scary, guys. I'm scared. It's scary out here. My horse is so slow. How do you make these guys go faster? Can I put some diesel in it? Is that how horses work? Can you put some diesel in them to make them go quicker? I feel like maybe it's not. To be classified as a desert, an area has to lose more water than it gains through precipitation. Oh, I think there is a way for us to go up to the Mesa village. Let's go. I'm ready for this. Ooh, we got some nice music backing us up here too. I like it. Bedrock. Uh-oh, I think I drove us into a I think I drove us into a dead end. No, wait, no, maybe we're fine. No, I think it's a dead end. No, wait, maybe it's not. No, we're fine. Okay, don't worry. We're just going up. We're just going up a terrifyingly steep cliff. Oh, God. Diesel? I mean, that's what I heard. Or whistle. Does that make him go faster? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are we going? It's dark. What the hell? We're in a cave. Wait, I didn't want to be in a cave with a horse. Are you supposed to bring horses into caves? I don't think you're supposed to. But I guess I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah. Welcome in, partner. Today we're on a terrifying journey through a really dark cave on a horse. Wait, but like, is there a reason you shouldn't bring a horse into a cave? Wait, do horses have night vision? They don't, do they? So it would probably be pretty dangerous. Oh my God. There's no way out. Wait, I think I see. Wait, there's a way out. Oh, that was terrifying. That was very scary. Woo, we made it out. And oh, we made it up. This is crazy. Okay. Good job, us. That was kind of scary. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Oh, we made it into one of these like mesa villages. Let's turn the lights on. There we go. That's nicer. I like it. Bodies of water like lakes and ponds stabilize temperatures. Deserts have more extreme heat and cold. Wait, really? Thanks for the 5 carpenter beat. Thank you. But is it the presence of lakes and stuff like that causes places to be... But like, I don't know. This is confusing. Because you need precipitation to make those things, right? Or maybe you don't need precipitation to make those things. It's so dark in here. There's no way to toggle the night-day cycle up here. That's stupid. Okay, let's go. So they're like global heat sinks. Is that how it works? I don't know anything about it. I don't really understand how the geology works like that. How does that work? I feel kind of like throwing up. Maybe we should stay off the horse for a minute. Maybe we should take a rest. It's a little bit motion sickness inducing. I'm not going to lie. Bleh. Gonna take my horse to the old town road. Gonna take my horse to the old town road. I don't know the words. Horses give me motion sickness. Is what I've learned today. I can't. OMG. Ta-da! Okay. Whew. That was a little bit much. Okay. I'm feeling better. It's your first day riding, Sheriff. Yeah, it's my first day riding, and I'm feeling a little bit motion sickness. I'm not gonna lie. Do you always get motion sick when you go on a horse? Ooh, I don't feel so good. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Pretty sure lakes are just rivers pooling water. Can't lakes happen naturally through water, like seeping up through the dirt? Or is it always from water, from like other sources? I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Yes, sir, they change temperature slower than air, making temperature changes more gradual. What? A nice whiskey after a day of traveling? There doesn't seem to be any whiskey over here, but that would probably help settle my stomach, I bet. Global heat sinks, though. That makes sense, I guess. There we go. Eyes so pretty. What? Oh, you flatterer. What, you trying to butter me up? It is my first day riding. Horse is spooky, so yeah, I don't think it's probably not advisable to bring horses into caves, but I guess probably because they can't see in the dark very well. I guess I wouldn't know necessarily. Is that why? Is it because they can't see in the dark, or is there like a better reason? Because they couldn't like see where they're stepping, maybe? I don't know. It makes sense to me that would be why. Because like, can't horses kind of... You know, it's really interesting that horses are like made transportation, because aren't horses rather easily broken? What's for dinner tonight, Shiro? Beans? Beans? No, tonight is chili, obviously. Thank you for the kisses. Absolutely. It is my pleasure to provide. I feel like... But lakes being like just pooling rivers, I guess it makes sense because a lot of lakes are also glacial runoff, right? If there are no glaciers, then there are no lakes, but also rivers can happen from snow melt, so if there's no snow. So maybe also the visuals, and by visuals I mean like maybe also the like topography of an area like determines if it's going to have enough like precipitation. Like in Washington, there's a big mountain range that runs down the middle, and so on one side, all of the ocean climate, all of the like rain and clouds, it creates a, what is it called? A rain shadow. A rain shadow. I'm trying to remember all this stuff I learned in elementary school. They're kind of like single use, if it makes sense. Horses, it's hard for them to hear. What the heck? Interesting. That's why they put down horses to break their legs. It's more likely than not that even if they can heal their bone, the horse will be in a lot of pain. Oh yeah. And isn't it really hard for horses to like live during like if they're not standing, right? Because like, doesn't something happen to their digestive system, right? But yeah, if you have like a big mountain range, it can stop the like clouds and weather patterns from going to the other side. So actually, Eastern Washington is in a rain shadow. It's not a desert, but it's something very similar called an arid plateau. There's not a lot of precipitation. It's very dry. It's a higher elevation than the west side of Washington, and it's like a desert. There's a lot of tumbleweeds, a sagebrush, and sand, and very loose topsoil. And most of the agriculture and farming that happens, even though it's very flat and wide with like low hills, is fueled by the rivers that come from snowmelt further away. Specifically, the Columbia River is like a really good place that like fuels a lot of agriculture, and the river has been dammed a bunch, so it's huge. It's really big. Horses? Horsies. Horses have great survival instincts, do they? I feel like I've always heard about horses dying easily. Kevin K, thank you so much for a 5 gifted member. Thank you. Thank you for a 5 gifted. I really appreciate it. Welcome in new members. Please pick up your state-mandated AR-15, I mean lighter. Horses are like big dogs. I feel like cows are closer to big dogs. Also, why didn't we start riding cows? Why are horses what we ride? Why don't we ride cows? Welcome in new members. We couldn't even eat a horse. I could eat a horse. I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse. I am hungry, actually, but I couldn't decide what to eat for breakfast, so I just didn't. Cows are slow. Are cows slower than horses on average? Is that why? That outfit is so... Thank you for... You like my fit? You like my fit? Welcome in, partner. I'm your show host, ShiroNekoNya. We're in the Wild West. I know it's maybe not so suited to the climate here, but you know, during the day it gets pretty hot, and I'm probably gonna get a sunburn. I'm probably gonna get a sunburn. Oh wow, what are you gonna do? I'm enjoying this campfire vibe. Also, I'm feeling a little better. Man, I was getting really motion sick. I wasn't expecting that because at first it felt pretty okay, but oh boy, riding horses makes me very motion sick. You know what? Recently, I actually got a lot more used to the VR like stuff. I don't know what I did. Oh, I adjusted my I adjusted something. I don't know what I adjusted, but I figured it out. The banana's cute. Thank you, sir. Just hope there's no mosquitoes. I know I'm gonna get eaten alive, but the only watering hole that I saw was way back there, so I think we're out. I think we're out of range of the mosquitoes. I'm still not used to VR. I used to get really motion sick after just a couple hours. I'm surprised at how much I've acclimated. There's this one toggle that makes it to where you can't spin like this, and that helps a lot at first, and I fixed that. But now I'm so used to it, I can even spin in VR pretty easy. Is the camera very shaky? Is it very shaky? I don't know. You tell me, I guess. Hello, it's here in chat. Welcome in, clone number 2. Welcome in. Then give me, I need that shit. Came free with you. I don't see her. Wait, what? What? Tan, Shiro? I never tan. I wish I could tan. I really can't tan at all. I burned and then turned the same color white I was before. Unfortunately. Gotta get a sombrero? Oh, true. All I have is a cowboy hat. You like it? For the motion sickness? Oh! I see what you mean. It's more the, your field of view in VR, if we're gonna get into, like, the technicalities, your field of view in VR is much like... I'm gonna go over here. Your field of view in VR is, like, smaller than outside of VR, and it causes motion sickness easier. It's also, so that, like, is one issue. And then the other issue is that, the place where I get the most motion sickness is when my visuals are moving a lot, but my body is stationary. So if I am, for example, if I'm dancing, I'm fine. But if I move around with my joysticks, for example, it makes me much more motion sickness more easily. Yeah. So it's not the shaky camera, it's that, like, especially for VR, I was surprised. If you've ever had the chance to try it, it's actually very immersive. Like, I often feel like I am directly in the like location that I'm in, if that makes sense. Like, I've definitely had times where even while in VR, I'll like try to lean on something that's that's next to me, or I've never tried to sit on something, but I'll try to lean on something that's next to me and like forget that that's not like a thing I can lean on in my room. Yeah, can you show me the dance again? I didn't see. I'm learning a new dance, by the way. You guys will see it on a dance short if you watch the shorts. Let's see. Wait, no, yeah. There you go. It's not very good yet. Plus, it doesn't look as good without the music. Michael, you got banished to Texas with me, though. You got banished with me. What more could you want than to be banished to Texas with a cute cat girl? Okay, that's pretty good. Shake it, Shiro. Shaking it. I'm using each other's banger. It's pretty good. It's copyright-free Western theme music. Actually, all of the like licensing stuff is in the description right now, so everyone has Uno. It came with your Xbox, really? Uno is free on Xbox? That's kind of fun. Move it, white girl. Thank you, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, clap. boom, 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 boom. That didn't work very good. Let's try it again. Wait. There we go. We're getting there. I'm becoming a better dancer slowly but surely. You know, it's actually really cool. It's really cool being able to, like, see myself improving with dancing, because not only do I feel like I have more energy and I can, like, do things easier for longer, but also it's getting, like, it's getting easier to learn moves quicker. Like, I feel like I have more control over my individual body parts than I did before. I think that's the hardest part when I was starting off, is like sometimes I would see a move and I wouldn't like know how to make my body move in a way that like works. But now I think I understand better. Yeah. It's fun, it's fun. She doesn't know ball! We gotta put Shiro on game. I've never had an Xbox. Am I ready to get back on the horse? Alright. As they say, if you fall off your horse, get back on it. I'm pretty sure they say that, right? They always said that. That's how the saying goes, I think. Maybe? Free range country. Yeah. You're doing flips before long. Oh yeah. You know what? I saw this really interesting. Wait, hold on. Let me put you over here. How does this work? I saw this really interesting TikTok. Literally last night. It was really cool. About this guy. And he was saying, and the TikTok was this guy learning how to do a backflip. And he was like learning how to do a backflip in his 30s, which is really cool to me. I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, I think I'm ready for horses again. If I jump off this cliff... Here, listen. Okay. I'm thinking about jumping off the cliff in order to speed up my process of getting out there. But I have to close my eyes or else I'll probably throw up, so... Okay. Let me know when we land. I have to close my eyes closed. Did we land yet? Are we landed? Oh, we landed. Okay, perfect. Happy. Whew. Don't even worry about it. My horse is made out of steel. Little did you know. Wait, I need to, like, get you guys the view. There we go. No, don't jump. I did a flip. Did you see? You blinked. You probably blinked. You missed it. Don't worry, I did it, though. I really did. Oh, my God. I think there's literally wolves following us. Are there wolves in Texas? Who drive with your eyes closed? What? You can't drive horses with your eyes closed? Why? Why no driving with your eyes closed? What if I want to? You survived! I made it. I made it. That's just how good I am. Endurance, yeah. Does you get motion sick when flying in a plane? Probably. I've never been in a plane, so I don't know, actually.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh!
Yeah.
I can go faster! That was so scary! What? Oh my gosh! That was so scary. I didn't know there was different speeds to this thing. Watch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so scary. Okay, no, that made me more motion sick. Definitely. Mr. Horse, we need to turn. Okay, here we go. We're making it. We're making it. That took a while.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh my God. Okay. Whew. That was terrifying. That was so scary. Is that like an Oblivion Goblin? I've never heard. That would be really funny though if they really did like sample Oblivion. I'm gonna wait till morning, okay? Whew. That feels better. Oh my gosh. I was feeling a little bit tired of being in the dark that whole time. I wonder if that guy knows that you can go different speeds on your horses. I thought you could attack my Venus. That was terrifying. I was not ready for that. I'm kind of scared of being on my horse now. A little bit. I'm a little bit scared, I won't lie. I think I need to like make sure that I am facing like the same way that my horse is in order for it to like work with full body tracking. Alright, there we go. Now you can, that's better. I feel like that view is better. Okay. Whew, I'm ready. I'm ready to face another day out on the Wild West trails. Now there's a sound of flies in my ear. Me too. Yeah, no, I've never been on a plane before, so I don't know if I get motion sick. I probably do, though. I don't know. I probably do. Probably, because that's a similar thing, right? Like when your body, when your visuals are... Maybe if I didn't look outside the plane, I'd feel okay, though. I don't know. What gear is your horse in? I think it's in... I think it's in gear 1. But it looks like I can go up a couple gears. I just wasn't really prepared for that extremely fast change in speed. Woohoo! I would too if catwife rode on my shoulders and kicked me to tell me to go faster. That's actually what's happening. I turned one of the cat husbands into this horse, and I'm on his shoulders right now. What did you guys say? Give him a little kick and a nudge to go faster? Make a little kissy noise. But if I text someone in the passenger seat of a car and get motion sick and sickness, really? Oh, you have worse motion sickness than me. When I was little, I would read in the car a lot. I don't usually get motion sick from reading in the car, but I haven't been able to read it. You know, I used to read on the bus, I guess. I could still read on the bus. How's Texas so far? It's good. I got motion sickness, but from being on a horse for the first time, but honestly, not so bad, I think. You can drive your horse with eyes closed if you put it in autopilot first. Well, it is a cat husband, so maybe we'd be fine. Ooh, I found another watering hole. I wonder if we can ride through it. Here, look at what I've got. Look what I found. There's a river up ahead. We're gonna go through the river. Let's go. Can I drive my horse through water? Wait, can you drive a horse through water? Will it harm the horse? Is it gonna make it rusty? Oh, it makes water noise. It's so gushy. Ew. Ew. It's kind of nasty. Are we about to find a lake? We found a watering hole. I wonder if we'll find any critters out here in this here watering hole. If I just like hang out, will my horse drink the water? Wait, if you're on a horse and your horse is thirsty, can you ride it while it drinks? That seems kind of mean. I don't know. They're waterproof last I checked. I guess that makes sense. As long as it's not too deep like in Minecraft. Oh yeah, that's true. Why can't horses swim in Minecraft, by the way? Wait, can I ride my horse through deep water? Is this how people could cross rivers without getting wet in the Wild West? Is that how it works? Did they just grab a horse and they were like, oh, I need to cross this river? But I don't have a boat because, you know, boats are hard to come by in the Wild West, I think. Did they just grab a horse and go like, okay, Mr. Yeehaw? Is that how it works? I was assuming my horse just fine earlier. What? I'm pretty sure in vanilla Minecraft, like horses can't swim, right? Or like you can't ride them while they swim because they just sink. Because they are dense cubes. I bet they just changed horses swimming in Minecraft. It's one of the newest updates. What? They updated it. Oh, it's not a seahorse. Oh, okay. So if I had a seahorse, I could use it to cross the ocean, probably. Wow, they finally changed horses swimming in Minecraft. That's crazy. It's been so long. I'm not playing on the most updated version of Minecraft, unfortunately. So. No, Westerns have hydrophobic skin. Oh, that makes sense. Westerners have hydrophobic skin. So they never take baths? Is that what I'm hearing? Ooh, we could go into the depths of this. We can go into the crack, as they say. That's what they call canyons, by the way. They call them cracks because they're basically Earth's butt cracks. And that's true. Whoa! We're headed into another Mesa village. That's exciting. What is this over here? Wasn't it like, we're like dirt villages like this, or like Mesa villages like this? Weren't they made like by ancient people of the desert in like Arizona and stuff? But you can't cross the desert with a seahorse. Okay, well what if I want to cross the ocean with a seahorse? Maybe that's gonna be next stream. It's funny how such oversights last for so long in a game with such a high budget. Was it an oversight or was it by design? I always thought it was by design. I could be wrong though. Well, this is interesting. Do you think this is an abandoned village, like an abandoned ancient village, or do you think this is a currently inhabited village? And everybody's just like, I don't know, they're a church or something. Probably. My original plan with this stream was actually to explore some Texas ghost towns, but I thought that would be boring, and this is way more fun, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, wait, there's like stuff like, I think you can see, hold on. Look, see, look at that. There's like Native American something, probably, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm really excited. Yesterday, I spent all day doing a lot of stuff. Let's see, what did I do? We had our karaoke stream. That was really fun, actually. I was very happy with that. I feel like my voice has become much stronger and more resilient, which is really nice. Whoa! There's the bones of a dinosaur over here. Look at this. Holy crap, what kind of dinosaur do you think this is? I'm trying to point at you. Brah. There we go. Dino bones. Let's go. Building. Whoa! Does that say their Spanish design? The Pueblos are much redder. Oh, Pueblos. Spanish design. Mama's old pictures of houses like that. Oh, someone get the bug repellent. We don't have bug repellent in the Wild West, mister. That's not how it works. You just have to get good so that the bugs don't attack you anymore. That's actually how it works. In the old West stores, these were like cars and wagons, like trailers. That's true. But then like, I still don't understand why we didn't use like cows or oxen, because they're hardier. They don't die as easily. I wouldn't consider it an oversight. I think the creators of Minecraft felt like letting you ride horses on water. Since their most recent update heavily focused on mounts, it just felt like right to change that. I think it is. I thought it was an oversight. That it was just something they like didn't include. And so this was like them finally polishing horses. But I guess maybe, yeah, that was always just my assumption. Is cathusband the community name? Yeah, but if you don't identify as a husband, you can be a shat or a shitten. We're going up a hill right now. This is exciting. Say goodbye to the Mesa Town. Bye, Mesa Town. Okay. Oh yeah, but yesterday, I went to the grocery store and I bought myself some medicine, and then I also shipped some packages, which was good. And I have to ship a package today, actually. I need to remember to do that. Don't let me forget, okay? But then also, when I got home from doing all of my cat girl errands, I recorded a whole bunch of visuals for a video that I really want to make. And so if I have time, I'll spend time editing that today along with my other chores that I do on Sundays. So I'm very happy. Oh, we are going to the top of the mesas. Exciting. Okay, I wanted to come up here. I think something died over there, probably a long time ago. A sauropod. I don't know, those bones did look kind of like, they didn't really look like fossils. Do you think it's likely that there are giant creatures in this desert? What kind of giant creatures live in Texas? Maybe giant snakes? Cathusband or Shattershin for community names, is that right? That's right. There's also some information in the YouTube descriptions on streams. Yeah. Maybe this used to be the scene those dino bones are of a megalodon. I feel like that's possible, but those bones didn't really look like fossils. They looked a little bit newer. Whoa! Oh, I think we just found a Native American outpost. There are teepees up here and a totem pole. I don't really think this is accurate to Texas, to be honest, but I guess I don't know. Did we just find ourselves on tribal land? But where's the casino? Growing up is realizing Moth's opinions should always be taken as word from God. Wait, did Moth write that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Can you look for some Saccharombaspis fossils? Okay, let's look for some Saccharombaspis fossils. Maybe it was a big cow. Oh my gosh, maybe it was a big cow. That would make sense. Wow. There are a bunch of teepees and a couple totem poles. This is fun. Wow, this map is so big. Some tanning cowhides. Okay, I think it's time for us to dismount. What? There's also a watering hole on top of this mesa. What the heck? This is a perfect opportunity for me to recover from some of my motion sickness. Whew. Feeling it, bro. I'm feeling it. I can toggle the fire so we can be toasty. Ta-da! The largest creatures native to Americas is the buffalo, but giant sloths existed at some point. In America, giant sloths? I like that. Sloths are cool. I think they're kind of like, in my imagination, like big dogs. If giant sloths still existed, do you think we could domesticate them and turn them into mounts? Well, I guess they'd be slow because they're sloths, so maybe that wouldn't be the best. Maybe that wouldn't be the best option. Bold of you to consider your word above the multiverse cat girl god Shiro. That's me. Let's see. There's not a lot to see around here. Just some big teepees. These teepees are so big. Look at that. That's like 12 Shiros tall, I feel like. What kind of giant people are living in this area? They're really big. Did I just hear a rattlesnake? That's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Are there rattlesnakes in Texas? I feel like I'm hearing rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes are pretty dangerous, right? I still don't understand how, like, anti-venom works. Like, how does that work? Also, okay, so, like, from what I understand, when you get bit by, like, a rattlesnake or other forms of poisonous snakes like that, doesn't it start, like, actively destroying the cells in your body? She asked for permission before starting to stream. When Shiro was first born. I was the first thing she saw. We aren't ready for that combo. What? Are you my father? I don't know if it works like that. Now, hold on a second. I don't think that's how that works. Maybe we go into this big tent here. I'm looking for the night toggle again. I thought it would be... Oh, here we go. There are bedrolls in here, too. Da-da. There we go. Nighttime again. And now, should we gather around the campfire and sing campfire tunes? I actually don't know any campfire tunes. Do you? What counts as a campfire tune, do you think? This is the CAMPFIRE, sing the campfire song. I think that's the only one I, like, know of, vaguely. Alright, I struck my ego and not behave, everyone. What the hell? The only domesticated creature in America were dogs before the Spanish brought horses. But in Mexico, capybara were being domesticated. Can't you eat those? Very cozy. It is very cozy. This is very nice, very exciting. I kind of want to be here, I think. There we go. Now you can see the background so nicely. Decomprove. Okay. Rattlesnakes and diamondbacks are the scary ones out there, if I remember correctly. Yeah. In Washington, there are diamondback rattlesnakes. Did you know that? I was telling you a little bit ago about how half of Washington is something called an arid plateau, which is very similar to a desert. And it's so similar, in fact, I mean, like, I would say, in terms of, like, what we think of as a desert, you would probably recognize the eastern part of Washington as a desert, except for the areas around the Columbia River. And they're actually very similar, like, flora and fauna in arid plateaus, at least the one in Washington, as there is to, like, what you would expect to be a desert. I was talking about, like, sagebrush and tumbleweeds and stuff, but also rattlesnakes and scorpions, actually, both of those. I ran into rattlesnakes a couple of times while living over there. There's also those one, like, snakes. I think they're called bull snakes or something. They are non-venomous, but they bite really hard, and I think they have like black and red and yellow. Country music. Take me home, country roads. Yeah. Let's gather around the campfire and sing the campfire song. The CMPFIRE-SONG song. Yeah. You know, I've never actually seen SpongeBob, so I don't know the song very well. Bye-bye. Diamondbacks aren't scary anymore, bro. They traded Jack McCarthy to the Rockies. Wow, that's a deep cut. The song, yeah. This song's cool. I sing that with something like "The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas." I don't think I've ever heard that one. Did you sing that in Are You From Texas? Did you sing that because you live in Texas? Or no? What? Is there behind you an alien? That's a horse! What? You can't just call horses aliens. That's rude. There's a song in school, yeah. Guess we know what you need to show you. You need some culture, Shiro. I guess I do. I'm not very cultured. Yeah, I've never seen SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, I feel like we're back. We're back in scary Western moment. What's happening? We about to have a shootout? I don't know. Are Gila monsters dangerous? I don't know. But you know, the other thing that we have on the eastern side of Washington is lizards who lose their tails. Did you know that? That's interesting. Horses are alien creatures. It's kind of common in Texas, at least I've heard other Texas song where I know about it. I guess that makes sense. You want to know the song I learned when I was in school? What is it again? My name is... Wait, is that how it goes? Oh no, it goes John Jingle, Jacob Smith. I think that name is my name too. And when we all go out, the people always shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Na 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 na. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. That name is my name too. That one. And also, there's another one I feel like I learned. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. Then there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, my dear. Then fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then fix it, dear Henry, my dear. Yeah. That was a Toy Story reference. I don't... Which Toy Story? I haven't seen Toy Story since I was really little. Shiro is the most dangerous thing on planet Earth. That's true and verifiable. Yeah. You heard hear that from me? You heard it from me. I feel like those are the only two songs I learned in elementary school. What? I don't remember how the rest of the one goes. It's the bucket one though. Do you remember? Can you tell a story about the empty fridge? I've never heard that story. Can you tell me that horror story? I've heard those only on movie commercials. I heard it from a friend. She taught me them. They're from commercials? Is that true? John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. That name is my name too. And when we all go out, the people always shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Na 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 na. Toy Story 1, look, Buzz an alien. Oh, I thought you were making an immigrant joke, so. Let me sing a song for you, Shiro and everyone. Okay, sing me the song. No, it's too scary. What? If it's too scary for you. Why would I know it? I don't know if I've ever learned any other, like... I feel like there are songs that are, like, specific to being, like in elementary school, but I don't know them. Do you know them? This song is so loud. Was offended grimace. I don't... Are there other ones? I feel like they're nursery rhyme level for me. Makes fun to watch him be here. Thanks! I appreciate it. You compliment my vibes. Thank you, thank you. I don't know, are there any other like old movie commercials or anything that I've heard? I feel like there's not a lot that I know of. I kind of wish there was more than I knew of. I wish I watched more like TV as a kid. I feel like I would be more in tune with the general vibes of like of the world. I would be more cultured. I wish I could be more cultured. Maybe I really do. You know, I was talking about how I want to watch like some television that I normally wouldn't so that I can relate to my coworkers. But I feel like the gap between me and like the rest of the world when it comes to pop culture is so big that I've like kind of given up on ever bridging it. Like never having watched SpongeBob and like not really watching any sort of like I've never watched any like reality TV or anything really either. Like I grew up analog basically. So I meant commercials for re-releases of old movies. I've never heard any. Yeah, I feel like I missed out on a lot, to be honest. So, but it's so hard to bridge that kind of gap so late in my life. I'm all grown up now. I missed the chance to like be in tune with pop culture. Texas? We're in the wild, wild west of Texas, y'all. You already based it want to be cultured too. That would be too much power. Am I based? I get to claim being based. I like that. That sounds good to me. Dude, I had the dog howl and legit thought one of my cats was asking me for attention. Scary. It's scary. Boop. Boop. You're based. I'm based. Rip Tiger 1! Thanks for grabbing your daily Shiro snack. Yeah, these dogs in the background, they're kind of scary. But don't worry. I have the power of God and anime on my side. I've had everything every like pop culture reference that I've had to acquire through hard work because I never saw like Vine or anything either, which I feel like is unfortunate. Gosh darn it. My YouTube chat once again. Once a stream, it's gotta happen. I didn't have Vine. I grew up on TikTok. I feel like I really missed out on some of the funniest parts of internet history. Sadly. Bow, 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 bow. You're currently convicted of being based. How would you like to plead? Guilty. I'm guilty of being the most basest of based. That's a good thing, right? I have to move this over here now. Let's see. Are you a structure made of beavers? Because, damn. Is this a Riz? That's pretty good. Where's your horse, cowboy? He's in the back. He's out back. Wait, can you even see him? Wait, we didn't give our horse a name. We should name our horse. What should we name him? Is our horse a girl horse or a boy horse? I think we better check. Actually, that'll probably help us decide. Our horse does not have genitalia. I'm gonna call it a girl horse. Okay, I guess we actually have a girl horse. I thought he was a boy horse. I'm not seeing evidence of boy horse. So I think that our horse is a girl horse. What should we name our lady friend here? In the name of Forest, because run, Forest, run. We could name him Greg. We could name her Forest. Greg is a good name. Forest is a good name. No. Oh, tuberculosis snowballs. She a TikTok zoomer? I am a zoomer. I am afraid I am a zoomer. It's true, but I was also a zoomer raised analog, unfortunately. So, I missed out on a lot. Wait, what happened here? Now we just have two YouTube chat, or two Twitch chats. Where's my YouTube chat? That's not it. There we go. How I based on what? Well, I was based off of the concept of cat and girl, and then you put them together, and then you get cat girl. And the scientists told me that I'm the superior life form. So, Fred? Okay, Fred. Name her Sarah. We can name her Sarah or Beatrice. Okay, those are good ones. I was watching a VTuber talking about memes and how people sort of find a common ground referencing them. She had specifically talked about old stuff most people wouldn't understand today. Yeah, there's definitely, like, we can name her Sally. Okay, that's a good one. Even if gravity didn't exist, I would still fall for you. We're really going crazy. Name her Applejack. My Little Pony reference in 2026. What's this? You can name her Apple. Applejack. ShiroNekoNya. ShiroNekoNya. Thanks for the tour, by the way, Red Hera. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cat plus girl plus cat girl, yeah. Cat girl is the next step in human evolution. Well, they were trying to make that a thing, but they found out it's actually too dangerous. The power of cuteness is over 9,000, and therefore it's likely to cause war and destruction. So I was the only successful experiment. Yeah. If you were words on a page, you'd be the fine print. Damn, it's pretty good. Does it hurt when you fall from heaven? Cause I'm an angel? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to say that I'm an angel? Listen, you guys are smooth talkers right now. Elon never gave us cat girls? Well, you don't know that. Maybe he's working on it right now. Okay, name her Sugar Cube. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I like that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of meme culture is very iterative, if that makes sense. And so if you weren't in the know, you aren't gonna be in the know as easily as you get older and like learn more memes. Cause like memes kind of build on themselves, right? It's very like once you know one thing, you'll understand more things, and sometimes it's very meta, whereas like, you know, there'll be multiple memes all referencing one meme, or like one meme grows into a bigger meme. It's very interesting because it's culturally like significant, right? A lot of memes are culturally significant. Yeah, thanks for grabbing your Shiro Snack project, Amber Rose. It's a culture. Yeah, it is a culture, and like also like it's interesting because it is, at least if you are like following like a meme, you might be able to understand further like there's a lot to like, let's see, how do I put this? It brings people together because like it's kind of like how if you're like on Reddit, you'll understand the general like culture and language surrounding Reddit usage, right? And similar for other sites, I think that Twitter kind of has this. I've never really understood Twitter that much. Trying to get used to it. It's hard. I don't really understand Twitter very much. But Twitter does have its own specific type of like cultural weird like specific things, I think. Tumblr and 4chan also have like their own specific like cultural stuff, like language. I feel like language and the way that and like certain concepts are very specific to each site. You know, memes are the DNA of the stone. True. Yin-yow. Yeah. Technically, Uzi was an angel too. Wait, what? I shall stay silent because I am an angel. I'm basically as sweet and pure as and full of angelic goodness. Some memes on Twitter, you had to be around for like a few hours before another meme to understand the next. Yeah, I feel like Twitter doesn't make a lot of sense to me, to be honest. I don't understand the culture very well. Everything I see on Twitter that's funny comes from a different site anyway. Like the best tweets like that are funny memes are always from like Tumblr or 4chan or Reddit. It's never like a Twitter original. At least never that I've seen. Like I see really funny stuff coming out of every other site. Twitter just feels like a repository. You know? Where wings, they're invisible. You can't just ask a girl where her wings are? Whoa, okay. Let's slow down a little bit. We're on our very first date to the Wild West. Let's just let's take a step back. You can't just be asking an angel where her wings are, okay? That's very personal. That's very personal. How's camping? Aren't you radioactive? Yeah, I'm a radioactive angel. Cat girl. Twitter's a crowd-status platform. Is that how it works? People say the same thing about Reddit. I think it is true about Reddit, but Reddit does have its own culture. Like, I'll also take that guy's wife. That's a Reddit original. Where your wings are. Stop asking where my wings are. You can't just ask a girl that. That's a very personal question. Listen, we can't get to wing showing status. At least for until the third date, okay? It takes 3 dates to get to that kind of intimacy, okay? Did you say you were married to Chai yesterday? Yeah, but listen, okay? Just because we're married doesn't mean that you get to see my wings like that right off the bat. Come around the first date after that. This is our first Western date is what I said, not our first date. We've been on dates before. But you can't see an angel's wings until you've been on at least 3 Western dates with her. That's how it works, by the way. Those are the rules. Yep. Always have to remember there's whole sides of the internet I don't know about. Yeah, there are definitely big, like, parts of the internet that I'm not savvy to, you know? Hey, Shiro, can you say nya? Nya? Yo. The wings are hidden in our hair. You might think that, but I'll never tell. Not really a wingman. That was terrible, Obi. More memes most keeps care from most weeks came from 4chan first and they came to Reddit then other stuff. Yeah, 4chan is like 4chan brought a lot of memes into other areas. But then Reddit does have its own original culture, I think. I think Tumblr has its own original culture, but like, Tumblr is very cringy. I guess so is Reddit now, but like all of these sites do have distinct meme cultures. There's a lot of overlap in meme sharing, but there are original things that came out of Tumblr, and like, I feel like Tumblr specifically is very distinct because there's a very specific and kind of fascinating culture around Tumblr. I find Tumblr to be such a like weird concept. I never had a Tumblr or anything. I think I was too young. By the time I learned about Tumblr, there was like stuff going on where they like banned explicit stuff or something. I don't know. But I watched this one creator who talks about like Tumblr stuff, and it's very like, it's just very compelling to me to listen and like hear about this like how the people of Tumblr were. It's like learning about like ancient peoples of the world. Yeah. Shiro uses her fluffiness to fly. Yeah, I just nod my head really, really fast and it makes me take off like a plane. They banned R18 content, so everyone moved to Twitter. Yeah, is R18 content allowed on Twitter? Like, I definitely have seen like stuff, but it seems like it's like not really encouraged, which is kind of weird because I feel like that was always the like appeal of Twitter, is that like people can post spicy stuff. Yeah, Tumblr blocked NSFW and died so fast. It's interesting that they did that and that they haven't rolled that back. Because you'd think they would have seen their user base go down and then, like, is Tumblr out of business? I feel like they're gonna be out of business. I was there when the internet was ruined. Wings burned probably? Nah, I still got my wings, but I'm not gonna show you. I can't just show you my wings. I told you, that's too intimate. We have to go on at least 3 Western dates before I would do something so specifically intimate like that. You just gotta change your settings. Oh. I think they did roll it back just too late. If they took more than a couple days on a change like that, I feel like... I can't believe that they even did that, to be honest. That seems like such a, like, shooting yourself in the foot moment. Did they not think that that would, like... Did they really not think that would cause, like, some seriously bad blowback? And, like... I don't know. I just feel like that's such an easy, like, oh, we shouldn't do this, you know? Arrive. Arise. Welcome in. Welcome in, NyantaClips. I used to have Discord, but I clicked when it made me feel disturbed. Oh, yeah. Discord can definitely... That's interesting. I think Discord's another place where I am not very, like, culturally learned. I only have my Discord, like my ShiroNekoNya fan Discord. I have some friends Discord that I'm a part of, but like they're people I know IRL. So there's never been anything that I've ever run into that's like really freaked me out or been weird, at least that I can think of. But I've heard that getting into like Discord communities that are like outside of the norm can cause like you can find some really weird stuff from what I heard. Basically. I've never really been into any other Discord communities, though. It's like all the communities behind walls. Yeah, you know, it's similar to VR chat, IMO. I think, like, one of the things about VR chat that is really cool, or that I thought was really cool when I first started playing, was the idea of being able to meet just, like, people from around the world and talk to them, and, like, experience being around people you would normally never see or meet or have the chance to talk to or converse with. But like, to be honest, now, VR chat, I think I missed the golden age. I missed the golden age of a lot of things. The internet, VR chat. Yeah, so like, I miss like some of the like integral like building blocks of VR chat back when things were more like community oriented, or at least like back when things were, how do I put this? Like, it was easier to talk to random people. It was easier to find instances and like have these like kind of interesting experience with talking to people and being around people and interacting with people that you normally wouldn't have because of like the gated community aspect. Yeah. Now see things happen in mainstream Discord servers. Similar stuff can happen in VR chat. Yeah. Not even the anime ones, only cool anime VTubers. Yeah. That's it. That's your basic streamers Discord server. That was just kids are rambling in Japanese hentai. Yeah. But I used to be cringe back then as well, but it's different. Whimsical kind of cringe where memes never die. Nowadays, all the whimsies are on YouTube. I feel like YouTube really is the place where I enjoy the most content. When it comes to like memes, I don't know, I feel like things are getting, what's the word? When things become like, cannibalistic. I feel like it's all becoming too self-cannibalistic, if that makes sense. Like, I just feel like a lot of memes right now are just, rehashing of like existing memes. It feels like originality is slowly being bled from the internet, which is too bad. It's being corporatized. Redundant? Yeah, redundant. There's a word for when it like is self-iterative to the point of just being itself in a worse form. I can't remember that word though. Yeah. But yeah, I think that I wish that there was more like, I think that the age verification in VR chat is a really good step. But I need to finish my age, or like do my age verification. It would probably be helpful. But I feel like that is maybe going to open up more instances of being able to meet people and have these interesting interactions. But I kind of wish, I know that things were in some ways more dangerous on the internet when things were a little bit more of the Wild West, where you could stumble upon just like interesting and niche concepts and communities. And integrate and learn about them. But now it feels like it's harder to find those, like, it's harder to find a sense of like novel community interaction. It insists upon itself, kind of, yeah. Yeah, every time a corporate jumps on a meme, it's dead, basically, yeah. I get on Reddit to get triggered by dumb takes. You know, I got really tired of Reddit because there is, like, a very, it's too self-referential now, and there's a lot of, like, my pupper, oh, doggo. There's a lot of, like, pupper doggo speak, and there's also, like, a lot of, how do I put this? Like, it just feels very cringe. You know, thanks for the updates, kind stranger. Thanks for the gold, or whatever. It just gets very, like... it feels cringe. I feel like saying it's cringe is, like, not even doing justice to the way I feel about it. It feels so just, like, stupid. It's so, it feels incestuous. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just feels like a product of itself to the nth degree. It's so gross to me. I got a question for you. Have you ever done presentation before? Like, for school and stuff? Yeah. Do you feel revulsion? I feel revulsion. It's soul sucking. It's soul sucking! Yes. Am I the asshole for being a completely normal and reasonable person? Or you'll get the people who are like, am I an asshole for doing this thing? And you see the comments, and it's like people being like, no, that's normal. But like what they're saying is actually insane. And it's like, who is agreeing with this person? What? Are we all brain dead? What's happening? It makes me crazy. Clefairy, welcome in. Hello. Yeah. Cannibalize. Yeah, like when a meme like starts to reference itself too much, it just feels cannibalistic or like incestuous. It's like, it's the concept. I don't know how to explain it. There's a word for that though. What they did is a completely normal and reasonable thing and everyone treats them like a demon. Yes! Oh my god. Yes, that too. Just said it incestuous. Yeah, like when a meme references itself to make a new iteration of itself too many times, it feels like the like memery becomes almost incestuous and like bad. It's no longer good memes. It's just bad content, you know? Nothing beats talking to a cute cat girl over the fire. And that's what I always say. Yeah? What, you greeted your mother? You monster! No. But oh yeah, but I was gonna say, I've actually unsubbed from all of the subs that are like, am I the asshole? Or like any of the like rage farming ones. Because I realized it was just like making me annoyed. I had nothing to like talk, like I just felt so annoyed and angry all the time when I would get on Reddit. I actually didn't go on Reddit for like 6 months. 6 months, a year, probably more than that even. But you know what I've been doing here, or recently, is I subbed to a bunch of science and like animal husbandry Reddits, and it's been such a good experience. So I'm subbed to like Fossil ID, and I subbed to the Millipede subreddit, and I subbed to like the, oh, I also subbed to the, what is it, snakes. I subbed to herpetology and like some other snake subreddits. It's been so cool. I'm learning so much about different creatures and about fossils. I've learned a lot about fossils. That one's been really cool. Oh, I also really like planted tanks. I like that subreddit. So I've been basically like restructuring my Reddit like usage around more educational or just like interesting things that I find fascinating, and it's been such a great experience. Honestly, it's been really good. Yeah, I usually just like the Hot Life subreddit. You know, I like VTuber subreddits, but I think I have so much VTubing in my daily life that I don't like to consume it outside of when I'm actively interacting with VTubing content. Hi, my name is Axel. Hi, Axel. Are you an axolotl? Or are you just Axel? I need this to feel alive. I'm German. The angry stuff, I go to other sites for rage bait. Or for, like, schizo posting. I got food for all of us partners. Let's face them up. Yeehaw. Yo! Thank you. I was thinking last night about how much I wanted a burger, but my cat laid on my chest, so I didn't go get one. Axolotl anglerfish hybrid? Hell yeah. Hey, I called it! I totally called it! Let's go. Look at my quota upping. Thanks for grabbing your Shiro snack. Number one reason I don't use Twitter, I only really get art on my Twitter, to be honest. I only really get art, and I get, because I'm a live 2D rigging artist, So I get a lot of live 2D rigging stuff. You know, I don't use my following page on Twitter that often, but I am very careful with who I follow. I prune my following a lot. So I'm very proactive. I'm very proactive about like what I consume, I think, on any social media. Twitter, on like I don't use Instagram a lot, on TikTok, on Reddit. Yeah, I'm very careful. So currently chewing on both my favorite brand and flavor of gum. What? That's a very nice Lolly Scout fan 2112. Wait, what? I think you mixed up. I feel like you just like mixed up the what? I basically stopped Reddit entirely and started using Twitter a few months ago. I only go to Reddit for art. Oh, I'm the opposite. I only go to Twitter for art, and I get really good at it on Twitter. Actually, my Twitter feed is mostly Japanese posts. And it's been really interesting. I didn't mean to do that, but I guess I just interact with a lot of Japanese artists. Like I'll like a lot of stuff from Japanese artists. So I get like a lot. I get a lot of Japanese art posting. Like so much. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. Someone said cat. I love cats. I also love cats. I have a cat. I am a cat. I am a cat that owns a cat. Did you know? Did you know? Did my YouTube chat die? Probably. Cat. That's me. ShiroNekoNya. I'm trying to use Twitter a bit less. I waste so much time on there just scrolling. You know, I don't waste... I don't know. I realized that I actually have kind of the opposite problem of doom scrolling. Like sometimes I'll set aside a night to just rot and doom scroll, or like I doom scroll before bed a little bit. Well, not really doom scrolling. I just like I do a lot of content consumption right before bed around 12 a.m. But I kind of have the opposite problem where I can't stop myself from working on stuff so much that I've been trying to give myself permission to be more normal about what I'm doing. Favorite experiment? Wait, are those two different gum flavors? I don't chew a lot of gum, actually. I don't. Ooh, do I have any like? No, I don't use gum very much because it's kind of expensive. Nya? It means I love you. It means I love you in cat. Just like how rar means I love you in dinosaur. You rot responsibly. The rotting before bed I think is not very responsible, but some of my other rotting, I'll like pick a day and I'll be like, okay, I don't feel like doing any work today. So as long as I have like the absolute necessary things done, which is I make my weekly fish facts short and I do a weekly dance short. Once I'm done with those two things, I give myself permission if I'm really feeling like one of the days I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to hang out. So I'll just hang out with my cat and watch like TikToks all day. Have a fun Texas, Shiro. Don't get motion sick. Okay, I'll do my best. See ya. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I know I've actually been thinking about maybe we should wait until morning and go continue on our journey. But I am a little scared of the You know what? I'll drink some water. Maybe I'll feel better with some water. I'm scared of getting motion sickness again. I feel like when you get motion sickness, it kind of compounds, if that makes sense. Hairball. Or at least for me it does. It kind of compounds. And like, if I feel a little sick and I just try to like power through it, it gets worse. And then if I let it go away and I go back but I start to feel sick again, it'll get even worse. So I have to be careful. Yeah, I'll give food. Yeah, with love. Yeah, it's you gotta focus on the inflection. The name of the flavor is Rain and it's Spearmint. Whoa, I see. Howdy from Texas. Also, second ever live stream, are you catch? Yo, welcome in. Hydrate. I did some hydration. I feel much more hydrated. Welcome in. Welcome into my stream, y'all. Welcome in, partner. You live in Texas? We were just talking about if there are deer in Texas. Do you have pronghorns in Texas? There's pronghorns in Wyoming. It's interesting. So when I was growing up, I lived in the arid plateau of eastern Washington, and then my family moved us to an arid plateau in Wyoming called the Bighorn Basin. It has a very similar structure, actually. So the concept is of a rain shadow is when mountains don't allow precipitation and weather patterns to go past them because they're too tall. The clouds and all of the humidity breaks up over the mountains, and it never really reaches over the mountains. So in the top left corner of Wyoming, there is a circle of mountains called the Bighorn Basin. The mountains surround it on all sides. The Bighorns are gorgeous, by the way. They're probably the most beautiful mountains I've ever seen. If you ever have the chance, take a trip to Wyoming, visit the Bighorns. It is the most gorgeous, beautiful place in the world, I think. And one of the really cool parts about living in Wyoming is you can see the Milky Way when you live there. It is just a fascinating and incredible experience, to be honest. If I could go back, I would like to go back someday and experience the night sky the way it was. I've not seen the stars like that ever again. Ever again. But yeah, so the Bighorn Basin is also in a rain shadow caused by all of the mountains surrounding it. And it has a very similar climate, actually, to eastern Washington, which is very interesting because they're 8 hours, which is 800 to 1,000 miles apart. But they have almost the exact same climate, and they have a lot of the same flora and fauna, actually. The only difference is, in Wyoming, there are pronghorn deer, which are very interesting creatures. And I don't know if you've ever seen one, but they're basically like a normal deer, except they have a different shape of their horns. But the most specific and memorable thing about them is that pronghorn deer have white patches, circles on their butts. And their butt cheeks look like fluffy white pillows. Basically. Yeah. Welcome in, Case Night. Yeah. You go to off-road trails for a truck to drive around them. Wait, in Wyoming? In the Bighorn Mountains? I don't know, but there's a lot of grizzlies, so be careful. That's one thing to remember. There's a lot of grizzly bears, actual grizzly bears, by the way. That's not a joke. They're very dangerous, and they're everywhere. Actually, if you go into the Bighorn Mountains, every 50 miles or so, I think, maybe even more often, especially if you get closer to Yellowstone, you will see signs that say, "Warning, bear country." It's quite dangerous. Yeah. Why do I always feel smart after watching your stream? I just have a wealth of experience to share with you. I was thinking I could make a show called Forest of the Hellish Realm, adding character Charlie, Lexi, Screamly, and Monty is inappropriate and violent. Maybe it would do well on YouTube, though. Possibly. No, seriously. Pronghorn deer have fluffy white butt cheeks. I'm being serious. They do. They look like plush little pillows. My dad, whenever we would go by them, he would always say, "Oh, man, I just wish I could bury my face in them." Which is, yes, kind of weird, but also, they do really look quite plush. Similar to white-tailed deer. I've never seen a white-tailed deer. Wait, let me look it up. Hold on, let me look. I would like to know what a white-tailed deer looks like. White-tailed deer. Why am I... What happened? Wait. Oh, I guess nothing. That's weird. Alright, anyway. Let me look at this. White-tailed deer. Oh, I've seen these. Whoa, their tails are so long. Okay, it's similar, but if you look up a pronghorn... Wait, let me see if I can find a photo. I could put it up on stream so you guys can see. They look really cute, especially from the distance. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can put this on stream really quick. Educational content with Shiro, let me tell you. Wait, I need to open image in new tab. Let's see if I can do this. Is this a JPEG? Perfect. Okay. I'm about to learn you some stuff here. Give me a second. I'm stretching in abnormal ways. Don't worry about it, though. Ta-da! pronghorn deer. You see how fluffy their butt cheeks look? You see how fluffy their butt cheeks look? I'm ready to be orange. See? They look very plush, right? Shirodoko. Sorry, I had to do it. I've seen pronghorn deer, but I did live in a hunting ranch for a while. They had all kinds of exotic animals around here. They are like little pillows. See? Yeah, they look like little pillows on their butts. Wouldn't they make a great pillow? Shiro's is even fluffier. I'll never tell. What type of yoga is this? Cat yoga. You've probably seen cats do their stretches before. They do though. They look like little pillows on their butts. Don't they? I think they're pretty cute. There we go. Anyway, that's your education for the year. Did we just reach our follower goal? Am I crazy? Did I see something happen? Wait. Wait, that's big news, I think. Yo, we reached 900 followers on twitch.tv/ShiroNekoNya. Follow now. Wait, _EN. Almost forgot my own name. Yo, thank you so much for following today, guys. That's really... We're gonna be at 1,000 followers soon. That's crazy. Oh, follower goal reached. Whoa. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying this little cat's content. Even though I wasn't actually going to make this a chatting stream as much as it was an exploring stream. But now here we are, and I have motion sickness, so I kind of don't want to get back on my on my horse. Time to welcome the new followers. Okay, what should I do to welcome the new followers? Shall I do a dance? Wait. Wait, I will give you... I know what I'll do. Okay, hold on. I will give you the cat luck ritual, which will enhance your luck for the next 365 days. That's your cat luck. You've been lucked. You've been given cat luck for the next 365 days. Come back again to enhance your luck further. Click yes to affirm. Did you want to use some facts about the forest realm? Yes. Maybe. It depends. Olivia, thank you for the 5 new thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Olivia, you're wasting all of the money I pay you as my mod. Stop wasting your... There's a dog back there. Somebody better put them out of their misery. Hey, stop wasting all your mod paycheck. Quit that. I work so hard to pay you. To pay you your mod salary. Welcome in, Owen J. Welcome in. Hi. Feel so lucky. Yeah, your luck's just been boosted. You got a +1 to your luck stat for the next year. Wasting your time to me? No, I would never do that. I am a very good cat, and I would never challenge. I would never talk back to my mods. Man, my mods are so mean to me. I don't know what's up with this. You guys, they're bullying me. Bye, Shiro. Bye, Goldstein. Have a good rest of your day. I hope you're very lucky. Luck status increased by +20. No, it's by 1. It's by 1. It's just 1. I'm not that powerful. Why is Shiro flashing red? I'm flashing red from a firelight. As the fire flickers behind us. Now you've done it. No. No. Alchemist is up here too. Oh, thank you for the following. Thank you. Welcome in. I know. I do multi-stream to both YouTube and Twitch, but I was very specifically a YouTube streamer for the last year. I didn't stream it all to Twitch, so it's wonderful to have such a warm welcome. Thank you. OB! I said I was being good. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 5 gifted. But I'm worried about your guys' wallets, so I feel like you should chill. It's the beginning of the year after all. After Christmas, are you guys sure you're okay? Are you guys sure you're okay? Thanks for grabbing your Shiro snacks, everyone. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you guys should be more careful. Wait until your tax return or something. That's what I would do. Go over. Welcome in, new subscribers. Please grab your state-mandated lighter. Go do some responsible arson. And thank you for becoming a subscriber. Enjoy your ad-free content and your new emotes. Yeah. Yeah. But I was a YouTube streamer for a full year, just YouTube only. So it's been nice to experience Twitch in a way that is, how do I explain this? It's been nice to be around Twitch in a way that is it's been good, I guess. I think being part of the VR chat streaming community on Twitch has been really nice, actually. I think when people say find your niche or whatever, it has more benefits than just like growing as a content creator, but it also has the benefit of like finding a place that like feels good to be in. I enjoy the kind of people who have been coming into my chat. You've all been really nice, which is really good. I feel like I had some difficult experiences off the bat. On Twitch, I feel like I just like, I don't know, I didn't find a good group of people at first, and now I feel like I have found a much better and kinder audience. And you know what? It was probably because I was playing Dark Souls. I'm gonna be so honest. Listen, no shade to Dark Souls players, but Dark Souls stream watchers can be very harsh. And I'm not a pro gamer either. So I've decided to let the Souls community rest without me interjecting myself. But yeah, it's comfy here. Gives hug. Thanks. Yeah, it is comfy here. It's nice. I think I've found a place that I really like to be in and like stuff that I like to do. I don't mind the challenge of a video game, but I think it's, oh my goodness. They're getting closer. So this game's pulling some interesting watchers. Yeah, very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. Yeah. Building a supportive community is important. Yeah, it's been nice. Oh, you said the bad word? Can't say it. I'm sorry. It's a lot of backseat gamers. And you know, I don't really mind a little bit of backseating. I think straight up spoiling a game, especially if it's like a story-based game, can be rough. But like, sometimes I really do need help. I think it's when people get mean when you're not improving or you're not doing very well. Like, I think there's kind of a soft cap to my abilities in gaming because I don't have the time to become like a really good gamer when it comes to stuff like Souls-like especially. I think to be good at a game, you have to play it a lot. And I can really only play games when I'm on stream. I don't have time off stream to play a lot of games. Like, it's been a struggle to even just get Minecraft into my schedule so that I can hang out with my sister. So there's kind of a cap to the level that I think I can really attain as a gamer. And so if people watch me play a game and they're expecting me to improve really drastically, unfortunately, I just think it's like very unlikely to happen. It's more likely that I'll stay kind of bad, to be honest. Or I might get better, like marginally, but it's never gonna be like, I feel like I'll never be good enough for the Souls community specifically. Like, it's one thing to be like okay at Doom or something, because the game can be adjusted in difficulty, and like, people are more interested in how fun it is than how good you're playing. But Souls especially, I think, has a very strong community base that's like invested in how well you can play the game, and also like, it's a skill-focused game almost. Like, the community likes to be good at it. And I totally get that, but I just don't think I can, like, appease the audience, if that makes sense. Aw, Ovi. Thanks for gifting to Halo. Also, I wanted to say, Halo, I just realized you make so many clips of me, and I really appreciate that, by the way. I was looking at them last night, and I was watching them, and they're actually all so, like, funny. I was laughing at them, too. I didn't even realize some of these moments were happening, so I really appreciate that. Thank you for clipping me so much. That's so sweet of you. It's really so sweet of you, and I'm, like, realizing how many there are, so I'll try I'll try to take them and edit them since you did all this hard work of finding them. Yeah. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. They're actually all really good too. Yeah. Yeah, Dark Souls brings out the worst. Yeah, it brings out really competitive people, I think. And I'm a very non-competitive person in general, I think, so... I'm married. Charlie has pals, Greenlee, Squirrel, Bad Nut, Monty, the alligator. You should definitely make videos, or if you have the skill, or like, maybe like write, like, I don't know where you write, like, your own... How do you publish writing? Are there, like, sites for that? I feel like... One of my coworkers was explaining about AO3, but I thought that that's a place that's like mostly fan fiction. So is that like, can you post original work to that? Are there sites you can post original writing to? I can't write very well, so couldn't be me, I'm afraid. Oh, that stuff was an investment. I just clip what I like, which is you, so thanks. Well, thank you. I just didn't even realize some of these moments were happening, and you captured just really funny, like, things that I, like, don't even, like, remember until I looked at the clips, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was so fun, and, like, I had such a good time with that, so, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. As someone who's been active in the Devil May Cry community for a decade, Souls fans are the worst people to cross over with. I want to play Devil May Cry. That's one of the things that I've been looking at that I kind of want to play. Is it hard, though? I am kind of bad at games. And I'm only going to improve so much since I can only play on stream. You'd probably like Devil May Cry? Yo! I was just saying that. The series is great. It looks really cool. It looks fun. AO3 supports original fiction. Is that where, like, people should go? Most light novel authors get discovered like that. Yeah. Man, are you guys light novel enjoyers? Okay, so I'm not really a big light novel enjoyer or, like, web novel enjoyer, but I did get recommended. One of my friend's brothers told me that I should read Lord of Mysteries because I was explaining how I like long and, like, complicated books that are very, like, that have a lot to chew on. So I started reading Lord of Mysteries. Took me like a year to finish it because I like put it down and picked it up for a while, and I got really into it, and then an anime came out about it, and it's so good. By the way, we were talking about this, and I don't know if I ever updated you, Soul. No, I think we did talk about it. I did say that I thought the anime did a fantastic job of adapting the web novel. Yeah. You can submit works to Amazon and have it turned into a book? Really? Whoa. Easy to learn, hard to master kind of game, but don't play DMC Devil May Cry. Wait, what? Wait, I'm getting mixed messages. Should I play Devil May Cry or not Devil May Cry? Only web novels. Saffron, what are you doing? You're scaring me. Oh, she wants out. Hold on, I have to open my door for her. I lived in Texas for most of my life. Really? What's your favorite thing about Texas? What's your favorite thing about Texas? What's the most interesting thing you've ever seen in Texas? Texans, can I have some information? Can I have some information about your state? Oh, I just opened my door and I remembered that I was cooking chili. Wait, should I go stir it, do you think? It smells really good. Maybe I should. It doesn't smell like it's burning, so maybe it's fine. I have it on low heat. I have it on 2. Do you think that that's too high for 3 hours? That's probably fine, right? I put a lid on it. My house isn't on fire. It's probably okay. 3 is pretty difficult, but you'd pick it up. Oh, yeah? Devil May Cry has an assist mode. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. But certain people could be mean. Unfortunately, those folks don't play DMC 1, 2, or 4 are my favorites. Do you think I should start with number 1? Devil May Cry is a decisive reboot of the series? Oh, DMC Devil May Cry is a reboot of the series. I didn't realize that. So cooker or stovetop? Stovetop. I have it on stovetop. It sounds fine. It's probably fine. It doesn't smell like it's burning. It smells like chili. It smells good. Should I check? Oh, divisive, not decisive. It's divisive. Interesting. I brought two series like Mushoku Tensei and so on, but one series needs a complete shelf. What series? I believe I would enjoy the food of Texas if I ever visit the U.S. again. I really want to go to Texas to try the food. I also really want to go to the biggest Ren Fair in the U.S. is in Texas. That sounds like so much fun. I want to do that. I feel like it's really hard to get good barbecue if you're not making it yourself. in Washington. So I'd really love to go to Texas to try real Texas barbecue. If you haven't started in 3 hours, I would say a small stir. Let's see, how many hours has it been? It's been a little over 2, so I feel like we can wait till we end the stream. This is 1 more hour. 1 more hour can't hurt, right? Food. I know, I'm so hungry. I'm glad I decided to make chili. You know what I put in my chili recently that turned out super good? Oh yeah, so my chili recipe is an award-winning chili recipe. I made it for my work, but today I didn't have an onion, so it probably won't turn out as good, but that's okay. Okay, so this is how you make it. I realized when I was explaining like this chili recipe, to me it seems really simple, but I am actually kind of proud of it because my coworker who I was explaining it to, she was like, is it just like, because I was like, oh, it's just like a really simple chili recipe. It's all just canned beans and then like ground beef. Like that's it. That's all it is. And then she was like, really? That's all it is? And I was like, yeah, but I do make sure that I put half of the seasonings when I sweat the onions, and then I put, and then I double the seasoning, and I double the amount of garlic. And I also add in stewed tomatoes. I really like stewed tomatoes to be added to it. And then I usually top with fresh tomatoes at the very end so that it has a little bit of like a fresh tomato flavor chopped up into it. And I just like let them kind of mix a little bit, but I don't like cook it all the way because I really like the texture. I like it to have texture. And then I was like, oh, I also add like 2 extra types of beans sometimes because I think it really adds to the flavor. And she was like, oh, so it is special. And I was like, wait, you're kind of right. It is special. So anyway, I felt kind of good about that. But recently I've been experimenting with it a little bit to see, like, can I add this? Can I add that? What would be good? And I added some red bell pepper, and it actually tasted so good. I roughly chopped red bell pepper into it because I just had them in my fridge. Because I was going to eat them, and then I didn't. And then they were a little bit soft. So I was like, well, what could I do with these red bell pepper? I'll put them in my chili and see if it tastes good. And maybe it won't, but it'll be fine. So yeah, I put it into them, and it tasted so good, and it was really nice, actually. They were really mellow because they were quite sweet. It was fantastic. Yeah. This ain't my last crop of corn. I could go for some corn. I missed my food slot. I'm super hungry. Food slot? What does that mean? Yeah. 26 volumes? Mushoku Tensei has 26 volumes? Another 3 volumes with after story and stuff? Really? I didn't realize it was that long. I'm back. Change your profile picture. Also, says Charlie up in my profile. Hell yeah. Moment is so hungry right now. I know, the world famous chili. Yeah, but you can have I will very happily give you the recipe. Okay, so what's really funny about this chili recipe is that, and I usually substitute tomato paste for tomato soup. What's really interesting about this chili recipe is that the original recipe is pretty bland. I think it might have just literally been from the back of some like cookbook or like can, and it's from my grandma. Passed down to my mom and then to me. And my mom iterated on it a little bit and was like, oh yeah, you can add like the extra types of beans and that makes it even better. But then I've done a lot to iterate on like the seasonings and stuff. So I've done a lot of that, and I usually add like, I usually substitute half the salt for onion salt. But I really do think it makes a big difference too when you're first making like any sort of soup or anything that has like onions and you do your aromatics first. When you're making chili, this chili especially, but I feel like any soup or like any recipe, if you can and it makes sense for the recipe, what I do is I take all the seasonings, so usually like salt, chili powder, cumin, pepper, and then I double the salt, and half of it I make onion salt or garlic salt. Either one works. Or you could do a little bit of each. I like to be very like oniony and garlicky. I love that flavor. So I divide it in half, and I do half of it in with the onions so that it really activates the like, I think especially for pepper, right? It activates the capsaicin to give it a little bit of a when you heat it. So I'll sweat the onions with like butter and half the seasonings, and then I'll add the ground beef and brown it with the seasonings and the onions, okay, all together. So that way every bite you get of meat or onion is like seasoned and delicious. Because I feel like something about chili that you have to be careful about when you're making chili is that you can put seasonings in the soup, right? In like the actual like broth and beans and tomatoes, and it makes the soup taste good. But if the meat is not seasoned, when you bite through a piece of ground beef or chicken, like whatever meat you put into your chili, if that meat isn't seasoned, then it's still bland even when it's coated in the nice sauce. It still tastes kind of bland. So I really like to do half the seasoning in the meat and onions, and I also will put in my tomato paste in that step. And basically you're making like this really rich, delicious ground beef, tomatoey, like seasoned, oniony ground beef. And then you add in all of the like beans and other tomatoes and stuff. And then you add in the other half of the seasonings there. And that way every bite you get is deliciously seasoned no matter what. Anyway, I feel very passionately about this. But yeah, the original recipe calls for a can of tomato soup, Campbell's tomato soup, which is very interesting to me because the reason I think that it calls for that is to add the sugar aspect. A lot of people put sugar in their chili. And I do agree that it was very tasty. That's the way I made it, and it won that. It won the little competition at my workplace. But I'll say that I actually don't prefer it with sugar. Like, I don't like sweetened chili. I don't like any sugar. I prefer just straight savory. I know that it's not as balanced technically, but I prefer it that way. So instead, I'll use tomato paste with the ground beef. Anyway, so that's what you should do if you're making a good chili and you want it to be really good. Make sure you're seasoning the meat and the aromatics, and then you're also seasoning like the sauce and the beans and stuff. Yeah. This already sounds fun. Can we have some? I can share my recipe with you. I really want to cook it on stream someday. We'll do a cooking stream, yeah. Yeah. You know what would be good? Also, I was thinking, because you said that, putting corn in it would probably be tasty. Yeah. Very special. Yeah, I think it's a really good recipe. It's also very cheap, because it's just onion, like 4 types of canned beans, 2 types of canned tomatoes, and ground beef. And that's it. And it's all one pot. It's actually surprisingly, like, simple. You don't even have to use fresh garlic. You could use, like, the canned minced garlic you get from the store, or you could use garlic powder or salt, too. So, like, you can really make it super cheap and easy. Most people have all the ingredients. Yeah, savory is your favorite preference, yeah. A cook-along stream, yeah. I'd love to do that. Yeah. I use tomato paste to make pizza sauce. Oh, that sounds so good. I love tomato paste. I love how distinctly tomatoey it tastes. I love tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah, come join the Discord. The recipes here. Yeah, I have a bunch of family recipes in my Discord that I have a mac and cheese recipe from my grandma that is absolutely fire. But I will say, don't double it in the same pan. It overcooked the noodles. I doubled it. Oh, baby. My cat has a cold. She's sneezing. Are you okay? Sweet baby. Are you okay? Oh, she's climbing up onto my chair. Did you eat your food, baby? She ate her food. Good job. Oh, baby. She sneezed again. Ooh, she's cleaning her butthole. Okay. She feels better. Yeah, me too. She has an upper respiratory infection right now. The vet told me that it's because she went to... So what happened is I took her in for... I told you she had fleas, which was very weird. She never has fleas. My cat is very sensitive, is what I've found out. She's got some health issues, I guess. So she's one of those cats. Apparently some cats can be allergic to fleas the same way that humans can be allergic to mosquitoes. I am allergic to mosquitoes. So, like, when I get a mosquito bite, the bites swell up, like, super big and stuff. So the same way, some cats can be allergic to fleas. And, I don't know how fleas got tracked into my house. Oh, yeah, I was thinking that it might have been that lady who came in for my apartment inspection, possibly. So, anyway... She got fleas. I don't have any other cats. I don't let other cats in. My cat is not allowed outside, so I was very surprised that she got fleas, but, you know, such is life. Anyway, she got fleas. The fleas are now taken care of, but I took her in because she is so reactive to fleas that she licked a spot on her butt bald. She licked all the hair off. I was very surprised. It was, like, kind of sudden, too. It was very quick. So I took her and I was like, hey, like, this is happening. I just want to make sure there's nothing else going on with her. So they gave her a steroid shot to help with the itching. But apparently steroid shots reduce immune system response. And I forgot about that. I did know that because I've had a steroid shot when I had an allergic reaction once and I got sick afterwards. And they were like, oh yeah, when you have a steroid shot, it'll like press down on your immune system so you can't fight infections as easily. Well, my cat, and I already knew this about my cat, but I didn't really think of all these things together. My cat has something called feline herpes simplex. And unlike herpes in humans, feline herpes simplex is a simplex that lives in a different part of your spinal column, and it causes basically an upper respiratory infection. So unlike, I think human herpes like causes like blisters and stuff or something, right? Like that it causes cold sores. Right. Okay, I'm remembering. But in cats, feline herpes is a similar viral infection, and it lives in your spinal column. If you didn't know, herpes simplex lives in your spinal column. And it's the same for cats, and it causes a cold, basically. But it can be dangerous because cats have really narrow and small nasal passages, so not being able to breathe is like really, really dangerous for them. Anyway, so she has this, and it's like a virus that stays in your body forever, just like how cold sores do for humans. And, like, when your immune system goes low, you get a cold sore, right? Maybe? I don't get cold sores, actually. But, actually, my whole family, all of the women in my family are immune to cold sores. Did you know that? Or actually, I think technically that means that doesn't that mean actually that maybe my family is carriers? Like we never have cold sores, but maybe we're able to carry the virus? I don't know, but no woman in my family has ever had a cold sore. Isn't that interesting? I feel like that's my one superpower. My dad always like had really bad cold sores a lot, and my mom like never ever in her whole life has had a cold sore. Yeah, thanks for the reminder to hydrate. I'll do that now. Yeah, my dad, it's kind of funny because my dad, like seriously, he had really bad cold sores. My mom, never cold sores. And I've talked to some of my other family about this. Yeah, none of the women in my family have ever had cold sores. You're in Texas? I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas, partner. Well, okay, I was gonna go to a ghost town in Texas. We can still go there. I don't even know what a cold sore is. Really? I only know what a cold sore is because I've seen them on my dad. They look like bumps. They look really painful. They're kind of like bumps that are like, they're like a sore. They're what I imagine. They look kind of like a bump next to your mouth. She might be out there. I'm out there. Gotta watch my spinal cord now. Why are we talking about herpes? Because my cat has feline herpes simplex, which is functionally similar to human herpes, but it results not in cold sores or blisters, it results in an upper respiratory infection. Anyway, so my cat's immune system was repressed, so she ended up having a flare-up of an upper respiratory infection. But I was really scared because I don't know, I didn't know why. I thought maybe it was just the stress of going to the vet. So I tried to bring her back to the vet, or like I called the vet and I was like, hello, this is what's happening. I'm concerned it was the stress of like going into the office is what's caused it. Should I bring her back in to get like a checkup? Because I'm worried about the symptoms right now. And the lady on the phone was so rude to me. She was really mean, and she didn't answer my question. And I was like, could you please ask the vet for best practice and if I should bring her in, because I'm really concerned that it was the stress of bringing her in. And she was like, we'll just get you some gabapentin, which is like anxiety relief for animals. And I was like, no, that's not what I want. So I went into the vet and I was like, hey, like this is what happened. And I didn't give my cat gabapentin because I was like, I'm not entirely sure this is needed, and like, I don't know. So, but yeah, the vet was like, no, like, I see. So she explained what was going on, and then the vet also let me return the gabapentin and was like, wow, that's weird. I don't know why my, like, front of staff did that. And I was like, yeah, I don't know either. She was really rude. She was so mean. I don't even know why. So anyway, I'm going to not go back to that vet. She was mean. The like, receptionist was, like, really, really rude. And treated me like I was stupid. And I'm like, what? I'm asking a normal question. I know that the vet has patience, but could you pass this question along so that I know if I should even bring my cat in the first place? I don't know. How old is your cat? She's 4? She's 5. I think she just turned 5. Yeah. They're super common. Thankfully, I've avoided ever contacting them. Yeah, right? That's what I've heard too. And actually, like, because I know my dad had cold sores and my mom never had any cold sores, even though they definitely would like kiss while he had cold sores, which you're not supposed to do apparently. But I think it's really interesting because would that mean that if I were a carrier, I technically have the virus, but I like carry it? I don't know. I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if it means we're immune to the virus or if it means we're carriers that don't present the symptoms. Does that make sense? I don't know. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, I guess I'll never know. But if I'm wait, but I think the only way to get cold sores is if it's through contact with the cold sore itself. So maybe it doesn't really matter if I never have had a cold sore and I never have a cold sore. I'll never be able to give it because it's contact through that, like through the cold sore. I actually don't know how cold sores work very well. Maybe I should look it up before giving you guys misinformation. Yeah, it can say dormant, but you do carry it, I believe. Yeah, but like I think the only way to give it. Did my cat just make a noise? Are you okay? What you doing? Are you okay? Hello. Baby, are you okay? She sneezed. Are you okay? She's staring at me. Hello, are you doing okay? Are you going to sneeze? Oh. I don't know if you heard that. She sneezed again. See what education. I get cold sores quite frequently every time I get sick. Yeah, when your immune system is low, that's when they'll come out. Yeah. You can be a carrier and not show symptoms. No, yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm pretty sure that you can't actually, like, you could be a carrier, right? But I don't think you can actually give the virus to other people unless they come into contact with a cold sore, right? I don't know if that's how that works. All right, hold on. I have to look it up. Listen, we have access to the wealth of information on the internet. How to pass cold sore. Cold sores are spread through direct contact with infected saliva or sores. So what happens if you don't have oh no, it says transmission is possible even when no blister is visible. I wonder if you can get tested for this. If my dad had cold sores, does that mean I have cold sores? I don't know if that's how that works. Avoid sharing. And you know what? That's why I would never, not even because like, I do not approve of sharing food or drink with people. I'm not about that life. I do not like that idea. My immune system is low. If your immune system is low and you never show symptoms, I think you're fine, right? Pretty sure it can only be spread if a flare-up is happening. Probably. Cat groans, a cat checks out. Listen, that's what it is. Oh, but you know what? Speaking on this, outside of like human stuff. So my cat has the feline herpes simplex virus, right? But apparently it's very contagious. So I can never get another cat because what if she gives, unless I know that that cat has it, because it's much more dangerous for cats. Now for humans, if you get a cold sore, that's not deadly. But for cats, if they have the herpes simplex virus, they get upper respiratory infections and it's much more dangerous. So yeah, I could never knowingly get another cat because what if she gives them the feline, what is it called? Feline H something, whatever, number. And then now I have 2 sick cats. So she's gonna be a lonely kitty forever with just me and her, I guess. Yeah. What about you, significant other? If I ever got a significant other? Like, giving them to you guys? I don't know. What about other animals? Does it transfer between animals? No, just cats. So, I'm not safe. I might get it, I guess. No, I don't like sharing food with people. Oh, you mean about sharing food? I don't know. Would you guys, if you guys were dating somebody, would you share food with them? I've shared food with like close friends, I guess. But I don't like doing that unless I really feel confident about like, I don't know, I wouldn't share forks. That's kind of gross. I guess if you're dating somebody, you're already kissing them. So does it, well, I would guess you're already kissing them? I don't know. Listen, I can't tell you what to do. But if you're already kissing somebody, perhaps it's fine. Because you're already sharing, like, saliva and potentially germs. I share food and drink with my wife all the time. Well, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. If you're already, like, if you're already sharing saliva because you're smooching on them, then I guess you would, like, maybe it wouldn't be that as big of a deal. I did with close friends and close family. I wouldn't, you know what? I used to share food with my family. I would not anymore. Honestly, I just don't trust that my family is. I don't trust their germ status. Couple cute felines. Yeah, that's right. Me and my cat are the cutest felines in the world. Yeah. Dating, yes, I'd share. I mean, you're already kissing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But not work and stuff. Well, of close relations, and yes. Yeah. I wouldn't be, I guess, like, I don't know. I'm pretty germophobic, to be honest, because I really don't like getting sick. I avoid getting sick at all costs. Unless I'm very sure that, like, somebody is being careful with their health and they're, like, washing their hands all the time and, like, being, like, cognizant of, like, not being nasty. I don't know. You might get cooties. Me and my wife's boyfriend share drinks? What? Wait, that's not making sense to me. Why does your wife have a boyfriend? It's only my sister and my brother-in-law from my family. Yeah, I would not share food with my siblings. Not anymore. Like, I might use my own fork maybe to take a bite off of something that they haven't touched, but like, you know what? And I feel like in certain social situations, people will think you're weird for being like, no, like, I don't want to share that. But like, I don't mean to be rude. I just like, I really don't like sharing stuff. I don't know. The wife's boyfriend is a joke. Don't share food with your wife's boyfriend. You don't know where his mouth has been. It's like straws. When you drink, there's fluid going back in the straw. Exactly. Like, I don't know. I don't want to eat something somebody else's saliva's been on. I don't know. It's kind of gross. I'm pretty particular though. I'll be honest. I don't. It's not judgment on other people. I just like. I have a big like. I do not want to get sick. You know what I mean? Like, I just really don't want to get sick. Because it ruins my whole, listen, it's really inconvenient. I don't like having to take time off of work. I don't like having to take time off of stream. See, I think that one of the best things about not being around my siblings also anymore, when they were little, they were sick all the time. Man, kids get sick all the time. I love not being around children. Welcome in, Vibe and Goose. Hello. Definitely share. I know where his mouth has been. I'm sharing food with them. I guess as long as you know where his mouth has been, you can share food with him. If I don't know where somebody, I don't know. I don't even know if like some of my friends maybe I would trust to like share food with, but to be honest, I really don't prefer not to. I wouldn't share forks with. Careful about being overly sanitary. Your immune system needs the exercise. Your immune system does not need the exercise of other people's saliva, though. My children bring colds home all the time. See, yeah, kids are always kind of gross. But kids don't like, I don't know, they don't take hygiene seriously. They don't take hygiene very seriously. Yeah. Coli spreads like a plague. See, yeah, you know, that's the thing. Like, a lot of my older coworkers with kids and stuff, they get sick a lot, and it's because, let me tell you, children are little germ balls. They're balls of little germs. They're around other little germ balls all day at school, and then they cross-contaminate each other, and then they bring them home to you. And this is why children can't be trusted, because they're full of germs. I had chicken poop as a small child because it looked like candy. That's wild. One time, One time, I don't know why, but me and my friend, so my mom used to babysit other kids when I was little. And I was obviously friends with the other children that she babysat. But my friend, her name was JC. And this is when we lived in a trailer park. And my mom was bringing us to the pool because she was a lifeguard there. She was a volunteer lifeguard. We were putting sunscreen on each other because needed to make sure we weren't going to get really sunburned. Because it's like over 100 degrees Fahrenheit where I used to live in my hometown. And I accidentally squeezed the sunscreen out onto the carpet. And I don't know why, but like little kid me like panicked. And I was like, oh my God, I can't let my mom see that I just made a mess with the sunscreen. And so the only thing I could think of to do at that time was to scoop it up with my finger and then eat it. So I scooped up the sunscreen and ate it. And my mom walked back into the room and my friend freaking snitched on me. She was like, Shiro ate the sunscreen. And I was like, no, I didn't. But there was no proof. There was no proof that I ate it because I ate it. So anyway, that explains a lot probably. No wonder you're immune to radiation. And you know, I turned out fine, so... How did it taste? It didn't taste that bad. It did feel a little bit oily in my stomach though. Like my stomach felt a little bit like sloshy and oily after that, if that makes sense. I was sunburned from the inside. Yep. Sunburned from the inside out. Yeah. You can get tested for it, but you need to ask for it specifically. They don't normally do a screening unless some physical evidence happening. Well, I've never had it. I guess maybe I just don't have it. Even if my dad had cold sores, because I've never had a cold sore. But again, nobody in my family, none of the women in my family have ever had a cold sore, so. How else are you supposed to sunscreen your insides? Exactly. Listen, you have to be sunproof from all angles. What if you were to open your mouth and the sun was to get into your mouth and give you a sunburn in your mouth? And that's why you should eat sunscreen. All my homies eat sunscreen in order to be properly protected from the sun, all the way from the inside to the out. From your toes to your ears, and all the way through your intestines. The forbidden whipped cream. Yeah. And you know, I still think that if you need to hide evidence of a crime, sometimes the best way to do it is to just eat the evidence. I've carried that experience with me into the future. Baby Shiro ate sunscreen in order to hide evidence of spilling sunscreen on the floor. Adult Shiro eats her victims in order to avoid evidence of having committed atrocities by which I cannot explain. And that's showbiz, baby. Yeah. When I was streaming, I watch Eats Batteries and you eat sunscreen and grits. Yep. I've never tried a battery. We actually had an entire conversation about this like 3 months ago. Apparently people have licked batteries. I've never licked a battery. I don't intend to. Yet. I liked sitting in hot cars as a kid. Sometimes I like sitting in hot cars as an adult. Have you ever like gotten out of like a cold... Ooh, you know what I like doing? Like when you go to the pool and then after you're all cold and chilled from the pool, getting into your hot car and toasting all the way through. Feels good. Feels good. Yeah. Batteries taste like metal times 2. Wait, really? Please don't eat batteries. But why? Like a Black Widow? Wait, what? Yet. Don't worry. You don't have to be on time to stream. Don't worry. You don't ever have to beat yourself up for not like coming to stream. People have lives. Don't feel like that. When I was little, I ate one of those small coin-looking batteries. Have we all eaten coins as a child? I didn't, but you know what? My dad did. He had to have his stomach pumped as a kid. I still remember hearing about that from my grandma. My dad's mom always used to talk about the time well, my dad had to be taken to the hospital and had his stomach pumped as a child. Because he ate he ate coins, not batteries. I liked D batteries as a kid, shockingly. Is that normal? Well, I feel like a lot of people seem to have had the experience of eating or licking batteries as a child. Were we all just like curious? I mean, you all. I haven't done it, but I licked other stuff. I did put pennies in my mouth because they tasted yummy. They tasted like metal, so it was good. Wait, you too, Moth? I slashed handfuls of coins around my mouth for the taste. Never swallow them. Yeah, I've never swallowed them, but I did put them in my mouth because I like the metal flavor. Now I just drink soju. Oh, I don't like batteries. I ate sand. I feel like, you know what I totally just remembered that I did do? Do you guys remember those round pebbles? Pebbles on playgrounds? Do you guys remember that? Like those... Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like round pebbles on playgrounds. Didn't eat crayons or glue either. I didn't eat glue, but I did put it on my hands and then peel it off. Charged batteries are more dangerous to you? Wait, are there... Oh, like the difference between a dead battery and a charged battery? Are they more dangerous to you? Will it hurt you? I like the acidy taste. Have you liked the Switch game? No. Should I? What? What? Kids wait for coins like pennies for the iron when you have an iron deficiency. Maybe I've always been iron deficient. I only learned I was iron deficient once I was a grown-up, though, so... I didn't realize until then. They can break open in your belly and corrode your stomach. Really? Wait, that's so scary. Don't eat batteries. You could die. That sounds like you could die. Don't eat batteries. The main problem is the batteries is they can burn your insides. What? That's scary. So kids and pets don't eat them. Oh, wow. I don't know if I have anything that has, like... Oh, you know, the only thing I think that I own that has batteries that I have to replace is actually, weirdly, my ASMR mic. I didn't realize, but you have to replace the batteries on them. Isn't that weird? I did not know that about ASMR mics. I don't know, though. A fair amount of women are anemic or iron deficient. Makes sense. That makes sense to me. It's kind of surprising to me, though, because I feel like I eat a pretty good diet. I always, like, my family was definitely, like, protein, vegetable, fruit, starch. Like, that's always our meals. And same for me, like, I usually make myself the same kind of meal. I don't eat a lot of meat recently because it's a little expensive, but, like, I do eat meat on a regular basis. Maybe I need more cruciferous vegetables? Cruciferous vegetables. I think we talked about this recently because I don't like broccoli. We totally did talk about this. I hate broccoli so much, though. I like raw broccoli, but cooked broccoli has, like, a sulfuric taste I don't like. I like the fine sand from the beach the most, of the cold, dark, and more thick one. You do ASMR? Yeah, I do ASMR. I haven't done one recently. I used to do them once a month, but my schedule's been a little bit packed, so I haven't had time. I need to make a new ASMR script. I wanted to do a ear cleaning one. 7841, welcome in. Hi, thanks for becoming part of the Cool Cats. Thanks for the flex. Mwah! Thank you for remembering, I feel like. We had wood chips and shredded rubber on playgrounds. You never had pebbles? I've seen the wood chips and shredded rubber, but there were pebbles on some of the playgrounds that I've been on. I've definitely seen the wood chips and shredded rubber, though. When you do the ASMR, I'll be sure I'm sleep deprived for maximum enjoyment. Okay, perfect. I've been thinking about maybe just doing recorded ASMR videos on the ASMR channel instead of doing live ASMR because I don't have enough time in my streaming schedule to fit in like an ASMR night, I feel like. So they'd have to be like one-off, or maybe I could do like ASMR. I know I did the one ASMR VR stream and that was pretty fun. I did like that. I've been thinking about a way to do it so that I could do ASMR in VR specifically because I like it. I don't know. It depends on body absorption. How orange juice helps for absorption of iron. Really? I don't drink a lot of orange juice. I don't have a lot of vitamin C. Maybe I need that. Maybe I do need that. I'm surprised. Wait, has nobody else ever had pebbles on their playgrounds? Really? I had pebbles when I lived in Wyoming. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, but I used to put them in my mouth and like swish them around. Something about the like texture of pebbles in my mouth was nice. When I had pebbles. Oh, okay, good. Okay, I'm not alone. Yeah, I've definitely seen now. More recent playgrounds that I've been on, like, since then, I feel like they didn't have anything, like, no wood chips, no shredded anything. It was just, like, that kind of, like, springy, like rubber mat texture, if that makes sense. Yeah, wood chips, pebbles, and sand. I don't think I've ever seen sand. Mostly because where I've always lived, sand would have been a magnet for cats, and then cats would have pooped in it, for sure. The fake concrete. Wait, what? What's your favorite childhood snack, Shiro? My family, we didn't really have like snacks, like good snacks. My family fed me carrot sticks. Is there an HEB world since the theme is Texas? What's HEB? I don't know what that is. Sure would have shitted in the playground. Yep, it's true. If you ever bring me to a playground that has sand, I'll think that's a bathroom. That's true. Because that's a bathroom for cats. That's a litter box. That's just a big litter box. Sandboxes are perfect communal toilet for cats. Yep. Sandboxes are just really big litter boxes. The biggest bathroom I ever did see. Just like the Sahara Desert. The playground when I used to go was with grass. Really? Local grocery store in Texas. You know, there's this one grocery store I've never seen outside of Wyoming. What was it called? Was it called like UGI or something like that? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. It was really funny though, because like I've never seen that anywhere else. What did I just start? You started the conversation about cat bathrooms. The litter boxes, the biggest litter boxes in the world. It's the Sahara Desert. And you know, it's on my bucket list to go take a shit in the Sahara. So someday we're gonna make that happen. It's a big grocery store chain in Texas. Well, I heard there's some other grocery stores that I've never seen on the West Coast too. Something called like Aldi? UGI? Wait, what? Most playgrounds in Germany had sand when I was a kid, really? So what you're telling me is you didn't have playgrounds, you had bathrooms. Your parents made you play in a bathroom. I look up depressed. Now I just have you. I'm sorry. I hope I can do a good job filling in until your heart heals. This too shall pass, I think. Hopefully. That sucks though. I'm sorry to hear that. It's always rough to go through a breakup. Have you seen Buc-ee's? No, isn't that a gas station? They're like the really big ones? No, I don't think we have any of those over here. At least I've never seen one. The box is full of Sava, obviously. Clearly. You said Aldi like it was some kind of mythical place? I've only ever heard of an Aldi. I've never seen one. I don't even know what it looks like. There's equivalent in Florida named Publix. Oh yeah, I've heard of that too, but I've never seen one of those either. Are they like Walmart? Buc-ee's if you're bougie? They haven't made it out of here yet. I've never seen any of these places. I only know Walmart and Safeway and Whole Foods and Winco. Winco is probably the only one that isn't nationwide, right? Do you guys have Albertsons? Wait, did Albertsons get bought out by Safeway? I think they did. Trader Joe's is also Aldi? Oh, I've seen a Trader Joe's. Okay. I've only been in a Trader Joe's once, though. I thought it was kind of expensive and a little bit gimmicky. Well, Aldi is like a Walmart, but mainly for groceries. Wait. Oh, so like Aldi doesn't have like toilet paper? Publix subs are the best. There's subs at Publix? That sounds good. I'm hungry. Welcome in, Max Bob. Hello. Aldi is German grocery store chain. There is Aldi North and Aldi South in Germany. The North one would be your Trader Joe's. Wait, are Aldi and Trader Joe's? Wait, I think you told me about this. The Aldi and Trader Joe's, they're like they're fighting or something. Puppets does make great subs. What the heck? Really? They have toilet paper, but I mean, like, they don't have electronic hardware departments. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Was this the brotherly feud one? Yeah, right. That reminds me of, I think I've told you guys this, but there is, in the Tri-Cities, in Washington, there's this, like, restaurant. I think it's called Anthony's. And it was a wife and husband and wife who, like, owned it. And then they had 2 locations. And they ended up, like, divorcing, apparently. And then it became Anthony's North and Anthony's South or something like that. And they were, like, combating, like, they're competing now because they, like, split the company when they got a divorce. And that was big news in my hometown. It's very interesting. Fred Meyer and QFC is owned by Kroger. I don't know what QFC is, but I do know what Fred Meyer is. Every Christmas, they sell HEB brand-themed ornaments for under $10. That's cute. You know, I've been wanting to start collecting ornaments once a year. Like, getting myself a new ornament once a year to put on my tiny Christmas tree. Because I used to do that. My family used to do that. Would be, like, my family, our Christmas Eve tradition was to buy our, like, my parents would buy us an ornament every year. And then we get a new ornament every year and put it on the tree. Usually it would have something to do with something like one of us was passionate about. Yeah. Oh no, QFC. QFC. I know what KFC is. Adidas and Puma are another one. Oh right. I feel like we talked about that a little bit too. I forgot about that. Adidas and Puma. I didn't realize they were originally like one store. That's pretty surprising. I don't know. Yeah, but I've never heard of a QFC. Is that like Fred Meyer? The drama is wild. I know, isn't it crazy? It's really surprising. Lovely little ornament tradition. It was cute, right? And then when you move out, you have a whole bunch of ornaments to take with you to put on your own personal Christmas tree. That's what we did. Last time I got a Christmas ornament was the Cade 6 one I got a few years back. What's Cade 6? I'm doing good today. Nice! Me too! Me too. My grandmother used to collect knickknacks. I really like, you know what I really like? I really like the teaspoon collection. One of my family members, I think my great aunt, has a teaspoon collection where it's like you can get one from every 50 state and you can get like special ones and they're like little pretty spoons and you put them on your wall. I always thought that was kind of cute, honestly. Like a little gimmicky, but still very cute. You know what else I really like? I like the penny press things where you can go to like a tourist attraction and you can put your penny in it and then it presses it. Wait, didn't the USA decide to stop making pennies or something? And we're not going to use pennies anymore? Does that mean that those are going to become like more rare? Do you eat from Burger King? Sometimes. I prefer McDonald's because I used to work there. So I don't know, I just like got used to it. I buy magnets for the places I visit. Oh, I like that. I used to have my mom used to have, and then I took it and then I feel like I lost it. But my mom used to have one of the original Starbucks magnets from like a really long time ago. And it was like the Starbucks siren in her old design that was very sexual. And I used to look at that as a child, and I always thought it was very like, ooh, I shouldn't look at it, but I want to look at it, but I shouldn't look at it. Because I think her boobs were out. Should stock up on pennies, yeah. Well, flatten them while you can, and everybody knows that the best kind of penny is the flat kind of penny. Just like the best kind of cat girls are the flat kind of cat girls. It's true. I like getting mugs. That's cute. I just feel like mugs are like, there's a lot of space. They take up a lot of space, you know? Yeah. Yep. That's interesting, though. I wonder now if I'll be able to flatten pennies. Will they change the... Wow, that entire industry, the, like, penny flattening industry, is it going to change to, like, dime flattening industry? Like, what's going to happen with that? I think the US will eventually switch to virtual forms of transaction. Probably. That's kind of sad, though. I really like physical money. It's satisfying. I don't know, though. Maybe that's just me. But you know what, partner? The end of our time together today has come. And so I'll have to bid you adieu. I gotta go, because I have to edit. And also, I think I need to stir my chili. I gotta get home and stir my chili, partner. No! Yeah, I really do gotta go. I know, it feels like it went by really fast today. Our stream passed by so quick. Way too quick, maybe. But I gotta go. Have a good night. You too. Thanks for hanging out with me today, everybody. Thank you for exploring the Wild West with me. Maybe next time we could explore a little more at some point. We didn't really get to see the whole map because I got motion sick. So maybe we'll do it in parts. We'll do a little exploring here and a little exploring there. We'll come back and I'll show you maybe I'll do a different color of my outfit next time. What do you think? Probably. Yeah, bye Cowgirl Show. Bye everybody. Bye. Thank you for the fun too. Thank you for making the stream fun. Thank you for talking to me. Mods, if you'd like to plug yourself, please do so. And if I could get a raid message, that would be really sweet. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some GTA. Some GTA after work, okay? Okay. It's a date. You better be there. Okay.